We're live?
We're live, and one of the kitties are using the litter box.
Oh.
Of course. Alright, everybody. We got Sam.
What's up, MetaNerdz?
Sam is here, and Freddy and me.
What happened?
Do we all fit?
Yeah, we fit.
Alright.
We're good, we're good. What's up, everybody? I'm pulling up the...
We gotta change
I gotta
the
control
TV
my
source
butt.
over there.
Learned something about myself.
Gotta change that TV source.
Yep. I'm playing Battlefront for the first time, so I'm pretty
Yes,
excited.
my sister's playing Battlefront for the first
Battlefront
time.
2.
Yeah, that's true. The Battlefront 1 vet.
No, I've played
You're
probably a
Battlefront
handful of
vet.
times.
You could have gone under the
Yeah.
ladders. Alright, everyone. We're pulling up the strat.
Alright, cool, we're good.
Chat's getting pulled up.
So what do I do?
Okie dokie, I get you. Get
Alright.
him up for a second.
Anybody here?
Yeah.
Hey, the
Let's
chat.
see.
There's nobody here.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, there's gotta be people here.
You never know. Where
hit refresh.
is...
I'm gonna hit refresh.
That is...
That's so weird.
How come I don't see
It's
you
saying-
on this thing?
It's saying 0 people watching. 1 person watching. There we go.
There you go.
Alright, it's loading people.
YouTube's being
Heck,
weird.
Grayson said, you are hot.
Oh, thanks.
What's up, Zorrock?
I just take all...
So weird, though.
all
I feel like
compliments.
we're, like, missing people.
Nice, Freddy.
Uh,
You're getting all their compliments.
I don't know that they're for me, but I just take them.
For sure.
Just in case they're
Said
weird.
my guy. You're hot, my guy.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. Whatever I can get. Alright, there we go. Now we're in a team.
Alright, I don't
That's
want
so
to
weird. I couldn't invite you,
ruin
though.
any of your... If you have, like, a ranking.
Oh, like KDs and all that? Don't
No,
worry about
there's
that.
nothing
You're
like
playing
that.
on her
That'd be
account,
cool.
so you can only make it better.
They said, I'm here. We lurking.
Alright, stay lurking. Alright, so what do you want to play? You want to play in space? Like against, clones versus droids, all that kind of goodness? Or like
I wanna
something...
be...
We are on PlayStation.
Or heroes, or like the...
And Larry, we
Do
will
it.
happily answer
Sure.
your question.
Which one? Heroes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
let's
that's
do
what I thought.
I wanna
Hero
use a
mode is
lightsaber.
always fun.
I would like to use a
It's
lightsaber.
gonna be, yeah, I was gonna say, try and get somebody with a lightsaber, that way it's easy,
Funny.
because
There's
the
like,
guns are kind of hard to use.
It
The
still seems like
blasters.
most of our normal people are not here.
Maybe it's
That's
not
fine.
sending out, oh, Shiza. There you go. We got double coffees today, people.
Oh wait, no, we're on PlayStation. Did I say PC? I hope I said PlayStation.
Yeah, we're on
What's
PlayStation.
up,
What's up,
Andrew?
Andrew? What's
Hey,
up, everybody? I know, yeah, it's weird. I don't know if the notifications are being weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. This is...
Ew, PlayStation. Hey, it's better than Xbox.
I know. We are so happy to have you guys here, by the way.
Sorry, Xbox people. And what's up, Andrew Nicholson?
It's us 3.
We're heading to Jakku. It's our first time playing on Battlefront 2.
She's
so,
never played before. Can you see past the light? You're good, right?
Yeah. Aim this
Okay.
down a little bit. That should be good. Sorry.
What's up, Luis?
You lost some eardrums. What's up, Luis? And yes, we are ready. We're willing to talk spoilers. That's why we got spoiler in the title.
Larry said he had a question, but he hasn't asked.
Oh, no.
They haven't asked.
Go ahead. Ask any question you want, Larry.
He said, I've wanted this explained for so
So
long.
excited
If
for
you're
this
cool
game.
with answering it this
Oh
fast.
yeah, you want to pick? Would you want to do Phasma or anybody? Or you want
I don't
lightsabers
know, I
like
want
Kylo?
Kylo.
Yeah, Kylo's really good and simple. You could choke people out.
Hell yeah.
It's
What's
really
the
cool.
other thing?
Kylo's really fun.
Oh, and he frees people. One of them is freezing. Let me see. Yeah, L1's gonna pull people towards you, and R1 is gonna freeze them.
I'm tossing this question to you, actually.
Yeah. Why does everybody want to go back to Jakku?
No. Larry's
okay.
question.
Why was the Dreadnought so weak in the first Team movie? Because it's a Star Wars movie. Why was the Death Star so weak? Why is an Executor able to be taken out by an A-wing? Because it's Star Wars. I don't know. I think it's so funny that people think that's any different than the normal movies.
Yes, don't watch if you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so that wasn't
Go
really
hide.
a spoiler yet either. That's
Hide
just
in the
normal
nether.
stuff. But yeah, I think nothing really was different about how vehicles were treated in this movie.
Can you play with Kylo without a mask? I feel like
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
can,
can.
but we don't have the
What?
thing.
I
Yeah.
have this. Yeah, we do. We have this.
They need.
Whoa,
We were
wait,
joking
wait,
yesterday. They need to have shirtless Kylo with the one boob out, with the
Yeah.
man boob.
I'd
the
be
man
down.
boobs.
It's for real? Is the skin for that?
And no, I doubt
No,
it.
just to have the helmet. You can
Oh,
have the helmet
God.
off,
No, you
but
can't have
not
the helmet.
like
Oh,
not having the man
Oh,
boobs
shit.
out.
This is really exciting.
Luis is gonna be watching it in IMAX. That's pretty awesome.
Alright.
That's true. Oh, no wonder. Pass me the remote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, it
There was
hurt.
almost no sound.
Oh,
so there's
her
no
battery's
echo.
low. Yeah, sorry about that. So here we are. Where am I? All right, I'm the target, and somehow I didn't get attacked, so that's pretty damn cool. Watch out, we got one of them force people. Oh shit, man, I cannot play as.
Get on.
Help me!
Oh wow.
Nice.
I need help.
Sam took Finn out, and how's it going over there?
It's not doing too well.
I see you're not doing well.
Stupid Ray.
You are the target, no?
I worked hard for my... I'm not a Mary Sue, but I get treated like one.
Oh,
damn it!
That was disgusting.
I'm running away.
I'm not a Mary Sue!
Come on, come on. I'm literally having to run away.
Can you do it? Can you run away?
Holy shit, they're behind me. 2 forces behind me.
Oh.
2 forces.
It just seems like too heavy plot armor for Poe. I mean, but I feel like it all is plot
Does it take
armor.
25 seconds to respond?
Maybe Darth Maul. No. Yeah, you can just click it. It'll do it automatically for you.
Oh, bizarre.
That's like the most time. Because people might just camp out there and screw up the game. I want to do a video on the Republic attack shuttle. I will. Who said I won't? They're liars.
They lied.
Oh, what's up, Finn?
What's up, Eric?
I'm gonna chop up Finn. Get some Finn sushi.
Hello.
God damn, I love Maul.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but
What?
we loved it.
Yeah, we loved it.
So,
I think that people... I don't know.
Unfortunately, we're just gonna disagree about that.
Yeah, really. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I think people will calm down over time. I've seen a lot of people that didn't like it, or they kind of liked it, but then they liked it more. A lot of people like it a lot more
A
after
lot
a
of
second
people
viewing.
have totally changed their minds after watching it a second time.
Tech Bosk.
I came out of it just wanting to watch it again.
Yeah, that was our
honestly.
review of the movie.
Yeah, I feel like I needed to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
Just for whatever.
There's so much information.
Maybe, right?
Like, you come out of it and you don't really feel like you sat through 2.5 hours of movie.
Yeah, we were saying it's quicker than like the Lord of the Rings movies, which we love.
Yeah, definitely faster paced.
So
I feel like the
look at
Lord of
Luke.
the Rings movies are
Fucking
paced
Yoda, man.
in a very Star Wars-esque manner. Like,
Fuck.
before I go, one interlude is that we just have to accept Star Wars as a film. It's not meant to be accurate to real life.
And overly analyzed.
Alright,
and all
hold
that.
up.
Yeah, and it takes creative liberties in...
Uh-huh.
I have a question about this game. Why can you hit people more than once with the lightsaber?
Why can't you?
Why can you? Shouldn't you just get
chop
one
him in
hit
half.
KO?
Yeah, exactly. But that's actually kind of related to the point that he's making about the films. You got to remember it's a movie, and just like in video games, when people were bitching about canon this and canon that, I'm like, it's for fun. It's whatever makes it the most fun.
Most thrilling.
Yeah. So obviously, like, imagine how ridiculous it'd be if you just just chopped it. Now
that's true though.
Ow,
like,
God damn,
in
I
the
got
movie,
pushed.
there was things that people definitely wouldn't have assumed this Force would have been able to do, but like because they did it, it was like really shocking and like incredible and exciting.
Yeah.
Hello, Will. What's up, Drake?
And if it was the first movie, I mean, we didn't know how the Force worked at all because it's fake. And we've just grown to accept things. So I think it's cool, the new stuff that they did.
Oh my god.
Drake actually thought the Force. Oh yeah.
Like 3 or 4
I don't know
hours.
how
That's
to-
crazy.
No,
It's,
he
Drake
thought.
Face.
Drake Face. Drake Fence.
Drake
Said,
Fence.
that
I
it
always say
felt
Drake
like
Face.
way longer.
That's
you always
crazy.
say Drake Face. From over here, so like we don't actually have it like super close to our faces, ironically, and so for some reason we just don't
Come on, man.
compute the N.
You don't think too hard.
Oh my God, Sid! Sid
What was it?
Astromech said
Oh,
I
yeah,
passed
I saw
out last
that.
night in the middle of the
I saw
night
this
stream.
comment on the thing this morning.
It's because
Alright, I gotta
we're
kill Ray
here
real
to
quick.
help you relax.
Yeah, we're
We
the.
send you relaxing vibes through
That's
the
our-
camera.
That's our lame Jedi power.
Yes, that's our
Ambient.
thing.
I just killed myself.
We make
so
you
it's
feel
It
pretty-
better.
happens.
I'm really confused about this.
Hopefully.
How it all works.
Yeah.
All right, so.
I mean, it was just telling me to return to my
yes,
objective.
everyone. So sorry, I'm a horrible host. This is my sister Samantha. You guys have probably seen her actually
Hey, this-
hanging out
alright,
in
follow
the
me,
chat. And I'll be
Alright,
like,
I'll
hey,
follow
my
you.
sister's on. This is her.
Yes.
Hello.
She's commented a couple times.
Yeah,
Yep.
Will was like, who's nerd 3?
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that meant.
Sorry. What's up, Eric?
All right, follow me, Kylo. I'm your only hope. You're literally gonna die from the map.
Oh
no!
no!
Come to
That's
the
what's
light.
going on.
Come to the light.
Oh my god, no!
My God.
So this is her first time. This is the first time she's ever played the game. So.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
Be
maps and all that.
nice. Be nice.
really making.
I don't know.
fun
That,
No,
that
no.
is a good question, Zorak. I've thought about it, like doing
Alright.
Halo stuff, or I guess Star Trek. Star Trek vehicles don't really don't get pissed, but they don't really excite me that much. But I know like Battlestar Galactica, right? And we never watched that. We watched like a little bit of that. And Warhammer 40K. A lot of people want us to do stuff from there.
Yeah, a lot of people want us to do Warhammer. We would like to maybe explore Halo for sure.
Yeah, let's say Halo would be first. And Mass Effect.
And Mass Effect. Is it bad that I like Warhammer? How do you explain Warhammer?
I know, how do you explain Warhammer?
Is it like a board
Someone
game?
help
Yeah,
us. It is.
That's the only thing we've ever seen from it.
Is it like
We've only ever seen it.
Dungeons and Dragons, but for tech.
Kind of. Kind of. You do roleplay and you get like an army and you build up.
You have, like,
instead of like
army.
one character, you're building up your
But like
forces.
it's so specific. You actually like they have rulers and it's to scale and like. Sorry, they measure out everything.
We're losing.
Ben, two
Really
streams in one day.
Yeah, I know that was funny. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, so we didn't know that was.
There was no sound,
that
right?
was on.
Yeah.
Did you guys have sound?
Yeah, I don't think they checked it. Is there a Thanos equivalent in Star Wars? I would say Abeloth or something.
Arnie's here! I haven't seen Arnie in forever. Arnie's OG.
There's no way they have eardrums.
Andrew said, can you do a video on the Dreadnought and the beginning?
Yes, that's coming out this weekend. Don't worry, all the big stuff. I mean, you guys know how it works.
I thought we were winning.
Praetorians? Oh, no.
Let's do one where we just shoot stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Warhammer 40K is cool. Love the weird Tau ships. Yeah, Warhammer has really a really unique art style, honestly. Like,
but I don't know anything about it, so I'd have to read up on it.
When I first saw it, I really wanted to kind of like get into it because of the art style, and because I like games like Dungeons and Dragons, even though I haven't really played.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I like the concept.
We watch Matthew Mercer. We watch Critical Role.
Yes, we watch Critical Role. That Critical Role is awesome. Yeah, and Ben said there was no sound.
All right, good. That you couldn't hear my plottings.
There was just no sound on this whole time?
No, earlier.
Before.
It's streamed.
We streamed a little bit.
Yeah, Ben is the definition of OG.
Yes, Ben is OG. But Ben, I see you all the time. You are the definition of OG. But I actually haven't seen Arnie's like disappeared.
Arnie's went into the darkness.
Yes, let's talk The Last Jedi.
Yes, do it. Throw anything out
Ben's
at us.
Ben's gonna be so mad. He's gonna send me like.
He's gonna send you hate mail.
I'm gonna get hate mail.
He's gonna send you a turd.
Rightfully so, which is not fair. Ben is actually one of the best moderators you could ever have, by the way.
There you go.
There's something I really like about the movie.
Go ahead. Kylo Boob?
It's like some of this action.
What?
That's about
it. No, Arnie, Ben watched the movie.
Yeah,
Arnie, don't come back. Or you haven't seen it?
No, he did. He said never mind, Ben hasn't watched it, but he has.
Oh, okay, cool.
Bye, Luis.
Which one? The Force powers when they touch hands? When Kylo gets a rain tear?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And they
See you.
Gently, gingerly touch fingertips. And I love that. So I've seen a lot of people shit on like that's not a real Force power, and a lot of people. I was defending Ryan Johnson in some comments when I went down the wormhole, but of the comments of the shit posting comments. But Ryan Johnson bought KOTOR the day it came out. He knows all kinds of weird legend shit to the point where I'm like, how the hell does a professional like movie maker find time to be such a nerd? So.
Well, I feel like people who make movies, especially, like, are the nerdiest people.
Yeah, and probably that's true.
Because like the people that make movies are like more thinking about every little detail that goes in and like how those things can affect the movie overall. So like just having a characteristic like that, like being that in your personality.
That's true.
I feel like that like a lot of nerds have that.
He'd want to do more research on whatever he didn't already have, because it seemed like he was definitely a lifelong fan. But you're right, he probably did a shit ton more research once they told him you're gonna be taking the mantle.
I feel like if you were given that opportunity, you would just dive into. They actually have a whole like archive of everything that was ever Star Wars, like old designs, old concept designs.
Oh yeah, when they go to LucasArts and actually look at all the stuff.
Like I would just live there for a good long time, like just swimming in the knowledge of it.
That's their holograms. But yeah, all those Sith, all those powers, had some sort of thing close.
The first one, right?
So, Larry asked, how do we feel about the comedy?
Oh, this map, yeah.
He felt like the comedy was more apparently kiddie.
I feel like it wouldn't be a Star Wars movie without that sort of sense of humor.
Yeah, that's something a little.
I think
it's definitely more than normal, but.
I think they were trying to obviously counter a lot of the dark things that were gonna happen. Like we see a very front-loaded. Who was it that coined that? I think it was Star Wars Explained or Hello Greedo.
One of them, who both also love it, by the way.
Who both love it, yeah. Like, basically the beginning of the movie had, like, a ton of kiddie humor, and then it was, like, sporadically kind of, like, drizzled on top, but you weren't, like... But I think they did it because this movie was a lot darker. We lost one of the biggest characters. Really. We have Rey dealing with the dark side. We have Kylo finding out all this stuff between Kylo and Luke.
We got Maul 2.0 getting cut in half.
I feel like there was a lot going on.
Oh, you bastard.
And I think... You also have to remember that as a company, they take into account the fact that a 12-year-old and 8-year-old should be able to kind of, like, follow the movie. So, yeah, you are going to see some kiddie humor, especially, but I think it countered a lot of the dark stuff. Oh, and you can zoom in by
pressing down, too.
Yeah.
I think, so I forgot, so here's the comedy moments. Remind me if there's any that I'm not going over. Because I think people really got to let it sink in, that just because it opened with comedy, I really don't think there was a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
He opens with joking with Hux, which makes sense for his character. It'd be weird if he didn't do that.
Yeah.
There's when she cuts the rock in half, it falls off and it destroys the
Lanai,
the little caretaker's cart.
We have the Porg and Chewie's.
Greedo said he actually laughed at that. I watched his second review today.
I laughed at
just to see if he changed his mind, and Greedo likes it even more now.
I laughed at the Porg on Chewie's dashboard.
Yeah, some of the Porg stuff, but I didn't really think that was like funny. I'm like,
I didn't think it was over the. I didn't think the Porg was like.
That's just like
top.
A pit droid. That's just like any
other weird.
I
think
think
it was bringing balance to the movie.
Yeah, balance to the. Dog.
I honestly, I think the Porg was exactly what I said it was going to be. Just a character in the background that adds a little bit of humor. Like, nothing... Fuck. You know, it wasn't... I knew from the beginning the Porg wasn't going to be, like, the next main character. It just didn't make sense.
The circle.
Circle.
You just tap it when you're running.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
And there was what I didn't like, bad humor, was when Rey, like, makes a comment about Rey's man boob. And I'm like, come on. You're freaking talking through the millions of light years and force power craziness. And you're going to be like, oh, put a shirt on. That was weird, and that broke, like, the moment. But the other comedy didn't break the moment.
I kind of liked
it. Ben said, see,
you can like the boob, but I don't think, like, if you were going through all that, you would think that.
Ben said the Star Wars puffin was funny.
Oh, yeah.
I am going to make a link for the Discord.
Yeah, I didn't like how, like, obvious it was just a puffin. I was surprised. Everybody shits on the Porg, like, for the comedy thing or this and that. I'm like, you guys don't shit on it for being, like, just kind of not that creative of a... It doesn't even look like really... It looks like an animal. It doesn't look like an alien thing.
I mean, I feel like there was certain things about the movie that was just, like, bad timing.
Like what? Like the comedy-wise, or?
No, just in general, things had bad timing.
Oh, like the pacing? Yeah, a lot of people have critiqued, like, the pacing seems to jump all around.
Yeah, that's what my critique would be. Like, especially the kiss thing.
Oh,
like,
and
the timing for that was terrible. And I think it left everybody really confused. Like, I don't think it was very clear that Rose had, like, a lot of feelings like that, you know?
Yeah, before that.
I don't know about time. It was obvious that Rose had feelings like that.
I just felt like that whole clip was really strange, because I was really, like, when she saved him, I was actually like, wow, she screwed up the hope, you know.
What do you mean? No.
No, because, like, the door got blown open and stuff.
But that was the point. Like, so she says the line, we don't win by killing the things we hate. We win by saving the things we love. And she didn't think that him driving into that was going to make a difference. He was going to kill himself for no reason and just out of, like, hating them so much. And just...
They would just blow the door down.
Yeah, it would blow him and the door down. There would be absolutely no difference.
Yeah, thank you, Arnie. I agree.
Past the point
maybe like because the timing was so intense and stuff. I just thought like, wow, she just destroyed their chances to kiss this guy.
I do.
Finn is a player.
Yeah,
he really is. Like, I'm really confused.
I didn't think the kiss was badly timed. I think that it was on the verge of happening the whole time, and then when it did happen, it was almost perfect because, like. She's hurting, and she felt like she had saved him, and, like, obviously she's in pain, she's in, like, shit shape, and she's like, this is my last chance.
Now, we did think, I was saying, I was surprised and super happy in the theater, like, well, you know, I was thinking in my head, like, not focused on the movie, that this could be how he goes out, and it'd be kind of cool. I was like, I was both thinking they're not going to kill off Finn in the second movie. But, I was like, if he does, that's okay. Like, it would make sense. It's a fitting way to go out. But he gets robbed of that by her. But like she says, it fits the story. And what Hera's been saying in Rebels, too, so.
Yeah. Hera's been pushing that same agenda that like Hera and Lux Bonteri in the book.
Yeah. So it
now,
seems to be
I do agree. I like Rose. I don't dislike Rose, but I do think that she's just among a few of the characters that are introduced and then disappear. Like, will we see the Splicer again?
Damn it.
Phasma was kind of... Phasma, I'm really mad that they threw her away.
They really did just like...
That was the worst part of the movie, honestly.
Even Snoke, they just threw him away.
Yeah.
Well, Snoke, I'm happy they threw away. Like,
yeah, he was
everyone was like so... people were just like so involved with like...
The Snoke
like,
theory.
There was just years of... There's like years of Snoke theories. There's like 2 years of Snoke theories. So I'm almost happy that he's like
I know.
dead.
No, them killing Akbar was crazy.
Yes, Ben, this is Samantha.
Yep.
Ben is over. He's across the pond.
Yeah, he's in England. He's in Birmingham. Oh, by the way, we went to a doctor and he was English and he says, you pronounce Birmingham like a right wank. So, that's a true story.
Yes.
Really did.
He really
I was
did.
like, yeah, our friend says it's Birmingham. And he's like, Birmingham? He's like, oh boy. He goes, I don't prefer to speak that way. I was like, that's funny as shit. Is that like a British insult? That's like a British diss track.
Do you remember where he was from?
I don't remember.
I don't remember where he was
from. He's from London. I don't know. But yeah, I felt like that the comedy, there really wasn't a lot of comedy, and people are focusing on it because they open with it, and it was jarring to me too because I worry about that it not being the right tone, but it makes sense for that character. Everybody in Star Wars doesn't have to be the same type of character.
Seraph, so I didn't know that. So I guess now, of course, we call them the trolls sometimes. They're starting a movement to have The Last Jedi uncanonized.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
I wrote to somebody was like, it made me violently ill. I'm like, if any media can make you violently ill, like that other people like or love, like there's no way we could be that far off.
And all I'm saying is this has to be such a small percentage of people.
It's not real people.
Everyone that I've talked to says they like it. So either they're lying to my face.
Yeah, so
which is wrong.
Me, Star Wars HQ, you, your parents, a lot of the people in
Star
here.
Wars Explained,
Star Wars
Hello
Explained,
Greedo,
Hello Greedo, all,
my sister.
All are so dumb.
My best friend.
And so not real Star Wars friends. I mean, Star Wars fans. That we've missed it so much that really it's actually a physically sickeningly bad movie. How the hell could we be that far off? How could all the critics be that far off? So, Kylo 360 no scope. No
Thank you, Arnie. Yes,
funny.
Thanks, Pisandro.
They do. They have to. What happened?
Likes my hair.
Aww.
Yeah.
Pisandro's really cool, by the way.
Yeah.
Pisandro, you're not. Where's Pisandro from? He's from somewhere else too.
Yeah.
Pisandro, please remind me.
Yes,
where
mystical
from.
bag.
I forget where you're
I don't know
from.
if you're being sarcastic. I hope that's sarcastic. I actually do think the way they killed. I don't know if he is or not.
That he might not
yes,
be
Seraph,
dead?
that's
No,
exactly
that he likes
true.
the way he went out. He likes the way Snoke went out. I really
Maybe
do like the way
Snoke was astral doing the astral projecting. Maybe he's still alive.
That's true. That's our. Can we have the first real Snoke theory? Like, because we didn't do any Snoke theories when you should have, and we'll just do all of the Snoke theories now.
Ooh,
and it makes no sense.
Is there like any background to Snoke yet?
So they're gonna have to get into that. No, nobody knows any of the backstory. And that's why people are a little pissed. And I'm like, they're gonna get to it.
They're gonna get to it.
But they also
in
didn't like that it was
movie,
becoming Snoke. It was
I
becoming the Snoke
I don't
movie.
think it's important anymore.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, but
it's important for the people that like all this weird shit, like look into all this weird
for
super
the casual
backstories.
Fans, like you're a
Oh,
casual.
I just mean for the like.
No, for the rest of the
story
movie
wise,
arc. Yeah, hell no.
it's not that important.
But that's why it's gonna come out in the comics in a book.
Oh, okay.
Like you'll
yeah,
never
that
know.
I'm fine. Yeah.
We'll know.
Yeah. Oh, he's
You'll
from
probably
Argentina.
never
That's
know.
cool.
Yeah. See, Pisandro's from Argentina. I felt
Sorry,
like that
Jake
was
Kelly.
where you were from. I just wanted to be sure.
Jake, I think we were just talking about Snoke, and that he won't have he doesn't have any backstory now, but
I'm very confused.
and it doesn't matter for the story, but it matters. Like people are gonna wonder what the hell, how did he influence Kylo, Ben Solo, and that Han and Leia both knew about him.
And how did he get so ugly?
Yeah, most important of all. Yeah, who was his?
Who
Did you
birthed him?
Oh God damn it!
What planet is he from?
Yeah, but don't go there on your vacation throughout the galaxy.
Oh no, this is a good person.
You know they based him on Hugh Hefner.
It's
I
okay
learned
for
that
you.
today.
It's okay for you to feel that way.
Yeah, true story.
He said, no, Sire said, can I just say I'm a Star Wars fan, but that doesn't mean I'll love whatever they throw at me, and I just didn't enjoy this movie for some reason. I left the cinema unfulfilled. I do recommend giving it a second chance. A lot of people, the consensus so far is like when you watch it the second time,
like Thor
you
Skywalker,
like it even more than you did before.
I don't know if you guys know his channel. He said that.
Thor Skywalker said the same thing. Hello Greedo actually came back. He already liked it. Came back saying he loved it. A lot of people I've talked to that have watched it 2 times have come back with like a total different mentality. Because I think once you kind of like I think it's a lot of information and you come out a bit unsatisfied. Maybe.
Or confused. Just not confused.
Like you don't really understand what's happened, and then when you go in the second time, you almost have like your base layer of information. So the second viewing fills in the potholes, and you're like, oh, this made like a lot more sense.
But I want to ask. So did you? Because this is a survey-ish we've been doing. It seems like, especially the YouTubers, and just the people in the comments. It seems that the people who consumed a lot of theories and went into the movie expecting this or that, they seem to be the most upset. I'm not saying that that's you, or not saying that that's the only reason to be upset. There's plenty of, like we said, there's plenty of legitimate critiques.
We are doing a survey. Were you super into the theories?
But I've seen a heavy correlation between people who were expecting a lot or really, like Phasma. Phasma being a throwaway character hurt us more because we read a frickin' enormous long book.
We read the book.
And it felt like a big waste of time.
Yeah.
So I feel like the more of that you have going into it, the more bad you're going to get out of it.
It's a prequel. Like all the original movies?
No, just 1, 2, and 3 are the prequels.
Oh, we love the prequels.
Oh.
Yes, we love the prequels.
I think the prequels have the best, like, my favorite movie.
Not that much.
My favorite movie is Return of the Jedi, but I think my favorite Star Wars movie scenes come from first The Phantom Menace. I think the best lightsaber fight ever in any of the movies is against Darth Maul, and then Episode 3 when Anakin
and Obi's
Anakin and Obi.
Yeah, that is pretty great. So somebody was saying, oh, they want to make this movement, which I love. Bill Burr makes an awesome thing. He's like, what do you need to make a movement now? Everybody says, oh, I got a movement. There's a movement on Twitter. He's like, it's like 5 people. Even if it's 100 people, even if it's 1,000, you're talking about a planet of millions of people who saw this movie. So I think it's very easy to get a hashtag, a movement going.
But Ben is right. It's a lot of this Disney, like, oh, it's Disney.
Yeah, I'm a real boy.
Disney's ruining it. Disney's marketing it, so it's garbage. Like he calls it a Disney haze. So people are going with it looking for problems.
And like I said, I do feel legitimately bad for people that didn't like the movie.
Yeah, they're getting clumped in with these like bandwagon.
Because of people that shit on it. Like my comment on the bomber vehicle, and a lot of people were putting in there other reasons why they didn't like the bomber, and I'm like, that's fine. I'm not saying it's a good vehicle. I'm saying when you come in here, when I literally see like 20 of the exact same comments, shitting on the same thing that's illogical, that nobody would come up with. 20 people want to come up with this same stupid idea. I feel like it's bandwagoning. It's people jumping on and repeating stuff. And so, real complaints are mild, and it's not going to be the shit movie or the worst movie ever made, like I see in some places. A majority of people don't think it made them violently ill, or that Rian Johnson, ruined Star Wars. That's just hyperbolic and silly.
I kind of do even if it made someone very ill, let's say, quote unquote, I think the fact that the movie had so much power to do that.
That's true.
Maybe that's something.
It's like a weird, one of those artistic French movies.
Not every movie can do that, you know.
That's true. I mean, you cared about it enough.
I just go with Ben's. I have a movement of 6 feet.
I have a bowel movement when I hear people shitposting.
Company dictate how they see a franchise.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Star Wars movie? That's a good one.
Return of the Jedi, for sure.
Yeah, me too. I know everybody says Empire, and like you said though, which one do I enjoy? I enjoy watching the prequels a lot, or having them on in the background. So that's what I forgot. I want to come back to the point. You just got to look up the People versus George Lucas, where people literally tried to sue him and do all kinds of silly stuff and remove the prequels. Same thing, make them not canon because they sucked.
Is there a version where you can fly on a plane?
Yeah.
Let's try that one.
Hit circle.
I just want to try them all.
Jake said, I think the reason people aren't happy with the theories regarding Rey literally having relevant parents. But they said that from the beginning. I predicted this from the beginning.
Yeah.
If you were here... Alright, go.
Okay, I really like the fact that she doesn't have sort of like a bloodline or the Force in her, because I think
we're just gonna keep following Skywalkers the rest of our lives.
Well, not only that, it's kind of like the underdog story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like,
I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it discredits her if she's just like from someone who's super powerful. Like I think it's like a character. She gains way more value like overcoming all her.
But it's also she inspires way more by being a nobody. She has less to lose by being a nobody. She's probably better capable and more capable of becoming a Jedi as a nobody. Because as you know, they wouldn't take older Padawans, and it was mostly because they already understood mom, dad, family attachment, yada yada yada. She has none of that. So what better choice to start up a Jedi? So it's a restart of the Jedi religion than with someone that has no attachment.
Yeah.
She's even giving up Finn. That's the whole point. We have that final scene where Finn is kind of like doting over Rose, and she's alive. I predict this now. And we kind of see Rey kind of like see that and realize like that's just not the life she's going to have.
Thank you, Mystical Bag. That's awesome to hear. Yes, I think it's very silly, and people, oh my god, but it's about the Skywalkers. It was not.
It was the first never one, really about...
Yeah, think about Anakin.
They had to change it.
He came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and literally,
exactly.
and the same idea.
Everyone hated Anakin.
The Force made
He's my
Anakin.
Favorite character. I love Anakin. He's my favorite.
The Force made Anakin, and the Force gave Rey powers. And not just Rey, it's an awakening. There's awakening across the galaxy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, same with the kid that we see at the end grab the broom. Like, he's another potential. I don't know. It's almost like it's actually something we see in a lot of Disney movies that anyone can be a hero.
Whoa, this is new. Holy shit. This is the new level.
The car.
That's cool. Yeah, it makes total sense, and a lot of the big people that follow it agree.
No, we haven't played the game yet.
I know, I didn't know that.
I ship Finn and Poe too.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
Ben ships Finn and Poe. You never know.
Yeah, I'm like a Reylo girl right now, so Finn and Poe is definitely.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want Rey with anyone. I want Rey to stay independent.
Look
I hate
at this. This is
that
cool as shit.
women just have to like have a family and have a love.
No, it's not about. It's not about that. It's about the tension between them. I need that resolved.
Yeah, I was gonna say, somebody said that, Greer, I think, was like, well, what version of Reylo, like, as it, like, work?
As a character,
like relationship?
characters fight, as a work relationship, I like it.
Oh, you think I can make it through here?
I just need any sort of relationship between them. I think they were pretty badass together.
People hate The Force Awakens because it's a remake of A New Hope, and now it's a new story, and they hate it because it doesn't fit. I know, exactly. That's what we were saying yesterday, too, Cassandra. It was like...
There's never, like, winning with...
But that's, again, it comes back to, it just sucks because real critiques, there's real critiques that they could listen to and make Star Wars better. And from an executive point of view, I would never, as a creator, if I was, like, in charge of being creative from Star Wars, working at Lucasfilm, I would be like, yeah, you definitely, my advice would be don't listen to the fans. They're all over the place. They just say all kinds of crazy shit. They hate George Lucas, the guy who made Star Wars.
This is crazy. ATTE and,
Damn it.
I just saw Nathan and ATTE are here. ATTE's here for the first time in a while. Hi, friend.
Damn it, this freaking TIE fighter.
Saeed's here. And Drake said, where are we located? We are in Florida.
Florida.
Back to bag was hilarious.
Oh, I killed Kylo Ren.
That was amazing.
That's something we were just talking about that. I killed Kylo Ren and he spelled Rey wrong.
Arnie asked if there's been like if the Force is trying to balance itself out.
That's why it was called The Awakening, yeah.
That's why it was called The Awakening to begin with. And I think this movie helps us realize that Rey's not the only one who had something awoken.
Yeah, with the Broom Kid.
We have the Broom Kid.
He has a name in the book, by the way. I just forget. We're just gonna keep calling him Broom Kid because nobody's gonna.
I don't remember his name.
He has the weirdest typical Star Wars name,
times.
like Gorpal Oopalunk or some stupid name.
Gorpal Oopalunk.
That's not actually.
I don't know what his name is, but it's something stupid like that.
Made up name for him.
That's his Star Wars annoyingly,
really,
arbitrarily.
Disorienting.
You got this.
This is really.
We have to protect these pod
things.
It's really
cool.
What are these
really
things?
exciting to play this. This is disorienting.
There's a lot of these things.
Which makes it fun.
Poe and Finn in a spin-off like How I Met Your Parents style.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just old men. That's kind of
yeah, so I think it was the Force is balancing itself out against Snoke and Kylo.
Yeah, Snoke even says it.
We even have the few apprentices that went with Kylo. It hasn't been actually confirmed that they were the guards, which, by the way, Ben thought that the guards were droids.
Oh, damn. That would be kind of cool.
That would be really cool. I would actually like that a lot.
I
feel like bringing back that droid game would be awesome.
Yeah. But they have a whole backstory. They come from something.
Yeah, where are those? Because they were all trained, right?
Yeah, their moves. Actually, this is more proof, is what I'm saying. Like everybody, I love that people in the comments and all this shit, the shit posters on the internet, they just love to talk about how dumb everybody that works at Disney is and doesn't know their legends. I was watching a Star Wars Explained thing today, and I read it in the book because we got the visual dictionary, but they come from like the most random core world, super deep legends, weirdo world that you would never know unless you like read all the comics and books and all that.
I don't think people understand that like
they're fans.
Disney only hires people that like really are really good at what they do and that put 100% in.
I know, you worry, oh, they make money. Well, in order to make money, you have to like know some of your shit. I know they're gonna say, oh, the sellout in episode 7 was a copy, and cool. But you can't just shit on the thousands of people that work there. Like, really do love Star Wars. And really put a lot into it.
Lettuce is here.
Lettuce is here.
Don't
What's up,
worry
Lettuce?
about it. He said, sorry, I'm late.
Did you find the mouse droid video? I know, nobody does.
No, I wonder if because of that weird little tiny stream we did, if the notification didn't go out for the second
just like
stream.
protecting
it just
me.
picked up like wherever we left off forever ago.
Yeah. Where are we ranked, by the way? Oh, we're in second. Ah.
How did we win?
I don't know.
Trying to fly.
We got in first. Lettuce said I'm down with all three of them having Poe, Finn, and Rose just having a polygamous relationship. Seraph, I don't know how to help you with your relationship issue. I generally let people just cool off because I'm the kind of person
I don't think Freddie and Alyss have ever fought, so they would not be able to give any advice about that.
But you and I have fought, and usually, you kind of just like
is a thing.
We just fist fight.
Sam just lets me go off and throw things and be mad. And then I come out and I'm like, all right, I probably went too far.
We like to hit things with lightsabers.
Yeah, we hit things with lightsabers.
We solve it with sabers.
You know that scene where Kylo breaks his helmet? That's what I do.
They just had helmets as kids. Just smash them on the walls.
Yeah, we just had like helmets for smashing into the walls. Dad would come by with the plaster and like a piece of drywood. But
Nathan, I actually like that.
There is a familiar alien.
Yeah, the trap one. Yeah, well, when he dies. Yeah.
Akbar.
The Mon Cala. But I think there were no familiar aliens in episode 4, were they? Right? When it was brand new? Like, I liked it, the fact that they're treating this like it's new. They're adding all kinds of new stuff. It's good. People have, over 40 years, people have built up, I need this, I need a little checkbox they go in the theater with, and I need this, I need that, I need that. What happened?
Oh, he's younger.
Oh, yeah.
He's really little.
Oh, this is the
now
the
we're the first
I fly.
Yes.
Now I feel
How is your cat doing, by the way, TT?
We are in TIE Fighters.
His cat had his leg cut off, but he should be doing good.
Hey man, cats gotta do what they gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
We're taking out these large things that I have no clue what they are or why they're important.
Oh my god, how do you not fly into them?
Oh.
What's it? So, I did want to say this.
Trick flying on top
someone
screen
just said that they're happy that Poe isn't Aiden's son. And I actually...
Oh, we knew that from the comics.
Yeah, we knew it from the comics, but I am happy that things in game are being kept in game. The books are only being used as filler.
The compass was in the movie, so that was cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Like, obviously, reading the material
it needs to not be story
and,
related.
like, playing the games gives you an upper hand, but it doesn't affect the actual plot. Because I feel like... I was talking about stuff with Marvel related with some people recently.
There we go.
And I was realizing, like, it's really hard to keep up with the plot if you don't watch all of the Iron Mans, all of the Thors, all of the Captain Americas. Like, there's stuff that you miss that you're like, oh, that's how that happened.
I killed myself like 8 times.
Like, no.
It's all good. You're still doing better than I would. So, I don't know. I kind of like that I'm able to just watch. Like, if I wanted to be a fan that only watches the movie, I would survive. Like, I would understand the story. I wouldn't have to watch or read like 50 books and like read the comics and
it's just a little extra for the
diehards.
Yeah,
it's extra for us, but you know, for the casual people, it's easy to keep up. So I actually enjoy that a lot. I would like that to not ever start being crazy.
I know, for them to be like, you know, because if we get a movie every year, people worry like, are you gonna dilute Star Wars? Is it gonna feel not as cool, not as crazy?
No, not at all.
When it comes out every year. Yeah, I don't, especially if they get into different eras.
I mean I think the like 10-year rest between movies was definitely brought the hype back.
Yeah, I know, and so you wonder like, so you won't have these crazy excitement levels like The Last Jedi. Like, holy shit, this is a movie that Hasn't been here forever.
I think that's a really good conversation. Jake actually said that was really weird for me. It took a lot of kind of like getting used to this idea. Like, it's the same concept. Like, how could Luke, who didn't turn on his dad, turn on his nephew? And the way I started thinking about it was, before, when Luke was trying to save his dad, he was almost, he felt like there was some good in him, and he felt like he could be saved, and Luke didn't have a lot to lose at that point. Like, things were already kind of shitty.
There's good in you, Father. I can feel it.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
But when we have Luke, which, by the way, he did turn on his nephew for only an instant, but I think when we have him at this point, he's a teacher. There's a lot of responsibility on him. He's kind of like the Jedi of the universe at this point, and he's like rebooting
the entire
religion.
Jedi Order, which he figures out that this thing's been around for thousands and thousands of years. Figures out how important it is, and now he has to lead it by himself.
Like lead it by himself. No previous real training.
And I think there's probably some fear because like him knowing how like Anakin was.
Yeah,
like,
Vader came
out.
out.
And what he had the power to do to the,
like whole planets are missing because of him.
And you have to remember, he was actually looking inside of Kylo's mind. It's not like he walked in and was just like, I have this hunch.
And you see the way that they filmed it on purpose, which was explained. I was watching some other film-based channels which did a better job of explaining this, but the fact that was the whole point of why we saw different flashbacks, to see the way that Kylo remembers it and the way that Luke remembered it were different.
Yeah.
Kylo saw him ignite the saber, and in Luke's thing, he was
he didn't
was
have it
reading
on
his
at all.
mind. Yeah, he had it with him, of course, because it's his thing, but...
Yeah, he thought about it, but he didn't actually ignite it.
And then...
in Kylo's memory, we actually see him igniting the blade, which makes you wonder how much Snoke has tampered with his memory. If that's a thing, or if that's just really, you wake up, or there's a lot of adrenaline in that time, and
I feel like Snoke tampering is not necessary.
I know, I don't think
what
it's
the
really...
F? Look at this thing. I got pushed out? What the F's going on here?
Cool.
There's a gravity projector.
But I think at this point,
like, you're about to astral project.
I was astral projecting my Slave 1. That was dumb.
I think that the Luke that we see dealing with his nephew...
How am I gonna get out of this? Oh my God.
You made it? Oh, nice. Yeah, so I think...
She made it and got, like, shot down immediately.
I think Luke doing that makes sense. Think about... He would be solely responsible for doing that.
I think... Whereas Vader, he was just trying to save someone who had been evil. It was his responsibility to protect his nephew and save the universe and bring about the Jedi Order again and protect these people's children and the children of all the random people in the universe. And I think to have that kind of like this concept, like when we're kids, we don't know how... We're not afraid of death, so we jump off of monkey bars and break legs and stuff.
And now as an old man.
As an old man, you're more terrified of dying, and so you take less risk. I think it's the same concept. As he matured and understood the Force and understood the responsibility and power that came with teaching the upcoming order, I think it was scary. I would have been scared too, honestly.
And he knows that frickin' Yoda and Obi-Wan couldn't stop it. Who the hell? Why would he think he could stop it?
Freddy, they think you're flying really well.
ATTE, you need to watch the movie.
I know. It says spoilers. Don't do it. Don't ruin it for yourself. We were able to do it, even if it was against, like, we let some trolls run wild on our channel. Because, god damn, this is so cool, though. What is this?
It's like the barrier.
Yeah, but I'm almost wondering if it's like the gravity generator, like, and so it's screwing up.
Woo!
That was cool.
I
you took it out with it?
Yeah. Very nice.
You suicide bombed it? You holdoed it? I saw somebody saying that should Akbar have been the one, Admiral Akbar, been the one to, suicide bomb it, throw himself, use the
why did no one else think of light speed? Like, why was this
light
only thought of now?
Yeah, that was, I think because the effects are available.
I took a Last Jedi quiz character thing, and I got her, but I didn't like it, because I didn't like her.
Why?
Because I didn't like her, because I was like, who has time to do her hair, like...
Yeah. No, she's from a planet where they have purple hair.
From a planet where that's their hair.
No, it's not. Not true. Just made that up.
Anyways, I didn't like her attitude.
Yeah, but I think that was the point to put him in line.
I think I'm much more like Poe, but...
Yeah. Well, I think you're supposed to as a film.
So.
I know. I don't know why the quiz said I was like her.
Really? That's really funny.
But that's why I thought I was... Yeah.
But a lot of people bring up this critique, which is why they could have done away with that whole thing if she just told Poe the plan. And I ask, what military does that? What workplace even does that? Where you get to ask, hey, CEO, I disagree with this
And again,
strategy.
you guys...
You owe it to me to explain this better.
You guys have to understand, too, I think for her it's a very scary position. So she's taking a chance on this like planet and hoping that it's still there and exists, and you know they got the coordinates straight because this was a planet that wasn't ever really actually mapped.
Yes.
Like they just had the coordinates.
Yeah, Leia found it when she was, or really,
It was
Bail
a base.
Organa got it.
It was
She was
a base.
16. Isn't that so cool? Leia was there when she was 16. To be there, to have all that crap happen. So much, I don't know, that's just pretty epic.
But anyway, so it isn't in like the official record. So they're going off these coordinates that are, I don't know how many, whatever old, which, you know, if a coordinate's wrong by even like a digit,
Yeah.
you're not in the same place.
Digits
So,
get you.
on top of that, so she's taking a chance, and then
Man, I'm being shot down.
she probably wasn't sure if she'd be able to save everyone at this point. She's filling these transport ships, and, you know, we don't know at this point how much fuel there is, how many transport ships we'll be able to fill, like how far we are from the planet, when we're actually going to have to try to get away. Like, we don't know how many people are going to be saved. So I don't think you would want a rumor as a captain going around that only a select few will be saved. That's like the recipe for mutiny.
Yeah. And Sire, that's a pretty obvious question. I mean, if you like it, watch it again. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yeah, I would recommend watching it again,
Watch
but
it again.
don't come back and say like, yeah, watch it again. You guys were wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I just always recommend
You
giving
lied.
things a second chance. But that's just me.
And with
you
more to
have
think
to
about.
decide. Metagonk is here, by the way. What's up,
Metagonk?
Metagonk?
Yeah, I didn't say what's up.
What else? I also
What?
someone said that BB-8 should get a nerf. I think BB-8
Yeah.
unfortunately is carrying the
Add
weight
another
of
ball to
of two
them,
droids.
Like,
Yeah.
no, a nerf.
Like
we gotta. They want
Make
him
him-
dumber.
They want him
Weaker.
weaker.
just the head then. Just the head.
Yeah.
I disagree. I feel like BB-8 is
What the
carrying
F
the
is going
weight
on in
of
this
two
map, man?
droids.
This is insane.
We always had C-3PO and R2,
What the
and
fuck?
whenever one of them wasn't capable of doing something,
Sorry.
like whenever,
good.
it's okay.
The excitement.
No, this is insane. I don't understand. There's
Just
all kinds of
flying-
gravity generators and
Just
crap
flying
going
in this
everywhere.
game is pretty
That's
fun.
Yeah. Flying is a lot better than. Look at the way it blew up.
I feel like we have R2 and C-3PO in the original trilogies and in the prequels, and like if R2 couldn't do it, C-3PO would fall over and hit a button and things would happen.
Yeah. I think Bradley's
so-
just trolling, right? I mean, he's just trolling.
No, it wasn't Bradley. It was.
No, I'm
someone
saying
else.
he's just saying that he feels
Oh.
like he's
Yeah,
been
that
betrayed.
face tells me I'm trolling.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. No, it's just so funny. Like all these these words that should not be associated. They should be like associated with like your wife or your
Sire.
job or your career. Like you cannot be betrayed by a movie.
Relax, sire. ATTE is a younger person, so
You gotta be betrayed by.
let's remember to respect each other. Or I'm gonna have to be mean.
We're gonna throw you into
the Sarlacc
into the
pit.
darkness.
This is a Sarlacc. I would
We're gonna
say that
kill you
Poe
while you're
had a
sleeping.
good reason to ask what's going on, considering he was commander, demoted to captain, and he was basically the best pilot. But again,
Don't
Jake,
say that. Don't go tell that to anybody in the Air Force. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, my commanding
it's
officer.
a rank issue.
I
and it's
deserve to be
Poe
told
is a
this.
hothead issue, and like, what will happen if you let him know? Like, will he just secretly go under, do something stupid, and like they're trying to save this fuel? Will he be like, that's a dumb idea, and take all the fuel and like do something stupid with it that might not work?
Yeah,
He
it's a
was
teachable moment,
unreliable.
as they say in teaching.
Yeah,
like,
it is a teachable moment. He was unreliable at that point, and this was a plan that they weren't even sure if they were going to be able to really execute well or at all. So I think it was kind of on a need-to-know basis, and he was too hot-headed at that time to know.
And yeah, of course, his Poe taking out the Dreadnought, all his defenses. That's an annoying thing about Star Wars, not The Last Jedi. Why is it, literally? How old was Anakin the first one? Like 10, right? 9 or 10. And come on, like it's so dumb that he just can accidentally take out a whole freaking Lucre hole.
It's called the Force.
Yeah, and it's called like a movie. Like, it's just cooler. How would you make a Death Star? Oh, but we didn't anticipate a smaller attack.
Wait, was
Yeah,
that
you
that
would.
was like a mini Death Star, right? In the first movie?
Which one? Oh, you mean which one?
In episode 1.
Yeah, the ship that was like a big circle. Yeah, it looked like a Death Star with the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the donut.
Oh, for everyone that's just joining us, this is my sister Samantha. You guys have probably seen her in the chat, and I'm like, that's my sister.
Yeah, she
So,
usually comments, you guys
This
suck.
is my sister.
She usually puts a lot of curse
No,
words.
she doesn't.
Nerds.
She's never
Yeah.
done that.
She says, Star Trek for life, nerds.
Get a life.
Yeah.
When you go into the gravity generators, fly casual.
I'm the
yeah.
I'm the one, I'm dying every
Are they
5
gravity
seconds.
generators?
I'm killing
That's so
myself.
cool.
I think that the Finn
I
and
got the
Rose
Falcon.
undercover story
I got the
wasn't
Falcon.
just to help them bond. I think it was also like there was like 3 things happening in that arc. They were bonding, we were learning about Rose, and Finn was getting 2 perspectives on what it's like to live outside of the First Order. And none of them being normal perspectives.
Yeah.
One being like a splicer and to sell weapons to both sides and live free and not join.
Damn it.
And the other is to be a rebel and save lives at no matter what the cost. Like just making sure that every chance you have, you're saving something or someone. So I think that having those side by side and helping him make the choice, because he was a coward. Like we meet him running away again.
Think about what Poe has seen. Poe went to a bar, the craziest bar, and he went to the craziest casino, like opulent. Like it was just a bunch of deadbeats.
You mean Finn?
I mean, yeah, sorry, Finn.
Yeah, Finn has been since out of the First
Finn
Order.
has been to Jakku.
He's been to Jakku.
The poorest people in the world. And I mean in the galaxy.
Maz Kanata.
Yeah, the most like a weird degenerate, kind of place hang out.
Canto Bight.
And Canto Bight, the richest like corrupt people hang out. Like those are the 3 places.
And the hull of many ships.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. This is all this man has seen.
Yeah, outside of the
First Order.
Outside of Phasma's watch. Most bad things in the movie stem from Canto Bight. We were talking about, there was something else we were complaining about, and I was like, yeah, but even that wouldn't exist without Canto Bight.
Samantha's a Battlestar Galactica fan.
Confirmed!
Confirmed!
What is Battlestar?
What is even?
Ask Samantha if you trip on a back to bomb and it goes
Oh,
off,
yeah.
will it hurt?
I'm in 3rd place.
Back to bombs heal.
Yeah.
So, that's the joke.
Yes,
like,
it would
if
hurt.
you trip and it goes off, like, it's going to just heal you.
Yeah.
So I guess no, right?
Yeah. I would say yes, and then it would be healed. You would hurt, and then you'd be healed.
I think, so I do think that's a good criticism. I think I would actually have preferred for their arc to be done a little differently. Maybe having more stuff on the ship, maybe having the mutiny scene mean more. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like they should have just stayed on the ship. Mind you, I get what the writers are trying to do, because it is risky. Like, will we have enough on this ship? And, like, will we be able to break up the tension? Because it was tense. Like, you're watching this whole movie, we're watching these little ships, and you're like, oh god.
Especially, I feel like the last hour of the movie, the whole movie, I was at the edge of my seat. Like
yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
like super jittery.
And then, like, getting away, and then they're shooting again, and you're like, oh my god!
Don't mess with the trade
So-
unions. From
a writing perspective, I get it. Like, do you have enough tension, and do you have enough story on the ship where staying on the ship is a good risk to take? Or is it better to go off-world? Is there more, do you just see more, and is there more opportunity to have all the 3 things they wanted to do in that
And it's a Star Wars movie, you want to put a place, you need a place with a ton of weird aliens, right? It was the Cantina, it was, where would it be in Empire Strikes Back? Yeah, I don't know where that'd be in Empire Strikes Back.
God.
I know, Metagar,
But
so
Jabba's
Sam
palace.
actually agrees.
What?
You agree that Finn should have just died. Just driven into the...
Yeah, I think he could have stopped the door from getting mauled open.
Yeah.
No, it was already charged. I think it was already charged too far at that
But
point.
we don't know. But we don't
It would
know.
have just been a waste.
Yeah, it could have. I mean, it might have.
In the movie, as I was watching it, I really thought if he could fly into it, he could stop it.
Yeah, and I came to peace with it too. So
And
I was
then
like, that's a good
he
point.
just got knocked out by
I think-
Rose, and I was like, she just killed all their chances.
I just think Rose knows that Finn isn't someone that... One, the Resistance just lost how many people?
Yeah.
We're at like almost 0 capacity.
We're like at
So if
15
there's
people.
like yeah, there's like a classroom of people in the Resistance
Yeah.
at this point. And I think for
You're
her,
a general, and you're a
like,
general.
Yeah. And I
Oh,
think for
come on,
her
man.
seeing what's left
Promoted.
and knowing
Yeah.
you're all promoted.
This is my plan all along. I was mopping floors, and now I'm a general.
I think seeing who's left
Hey,
is scary.
Ryan Johnson.
I just
And
like Rogue One.
knowing that
Oh, really? I didn't know
what?
that.
Yeah.
We liked Rogue One a lot.
I mean, compared
Rogue One's
to
still one of
every
my
other
favorites.
Star Wars film, I thought.
But I felt like it
very
was so
bad.
action-packed, and it set the it showed like this could be the kind of Star Wars we can have. We can
Yeah.
have these darker
And then we got
and
it.
crazier, more hectic space battles. It does suck that the space battle on Scarif is still better than anything in The Last Jedi, space-wise.
Yeah,
So that's
Metagunk
it.
said I want a Ryan Johnson body
Yeah, I
pillow.
saw that. Yeah. Luke Skywalker cannot land.
I want a Kylo body pillow.
It's true. Luke just can't land anything.
yeah, isn't that funny? He's just like,
the
I'm just gonna put this in the ocean. I'll just swim up. I'll be alright.
Delta Wolf!
I really thought there'd be a scene where she was like, using the Force to lift the ship. I would have liked that. Oh, am I doing...
But I love that my number one critique, my number one worry, and I thought it was very logical, that it would just be an Empire Strikes Back ripoff. And
it was definitely the opposite.
Yeah, it was like, we're just going to flip everything you thought, but we're going to have cool nods to Empire Strikes Back melded with Return of the Jedi. So now you have nothing to expect.
Now we have no clue what's going to happen next.
We're tired of people trying to predict and want things out of Star Wars. Yeah. And act like...
Well, I really liked how the first one, the what's it called?
Force Awakens?
Yeah, the Force Awakens. I really like how that was like an ode to the originals.
Yeah, but...
And then...
I know.
Now, thinking about comedy-wise, because we just talked about this, but putting Rogue One and The Last Jedi next to each other, would you say that The Force Awakens kind of made it so that you had to have a more kiddish comedy? Because I felt like Rogue One really didn't have...
Just from Poe. That's what I mean, like, I really wish the comedy just came from Poe, because then it wouldn't be overwhelming, and then it wouldn't be, and then everybody critiquing it wouldn't understand the character. You would just be able to
be dismissive
of it and say you don't get that that's his character. That's how he deals with stress.
Yeah.
That's how he deals with badass, which is the best way. We talked about this yesterday.
I wanted to ask you something weird about the movie.
What?
I feel like there was tension between Poe and Leia, and then Poe and the other lady.
Oh, and the holdo, the figure?
Yeah, there was like some weird tension.
I think that's just his look. Funny. He just has that stare. Oh, I'm gonna be Yoda.
He's got that stare.
Nah, I'm gonna be Poe since we're talking about Poe. Sorry, Yoda.
Yoda?
Yes, and you like the way Luke dies. I like we love the way Luke dies. And a lot of and I was worried because I saw so much shit posting online. I was like, am I really the only one?
No,
but then
we loved it.
All the people that I respected thought so too. Like all the bigger YouTubers thought it was fitting for Luke.
Okay, in the scene where he was dying, like, and you saw the sun or the moon or whatever, there's like something, like a spot. And in the movie theater in Kansas City, like, everyone was watching it, and they thought it was a ship coming to kill him.
That'd be hilarious. Just
like,
one rogue ship.
There was, like, a small speck. Yeah. And everybody was like, oh, remember Kylo sent the coordinates? And then when he just disappeared, everybody was confused. They were like, huh?
That's pretty funny they didn't get that. That was pretty funny. Oh, shit. So, everybody says, I saw a lot of people, he should have went out swinging that green lightsaber. He's the most badass guy in Star Wars. He's my favorite. He should have died swinging the lightsaber like a badass. And I'm like, that would be an insult. They're saying the way he went out is an insult to Luke's character. I'm like, what would be a bigger insult to Luke's character to say that he was smarter at 20 than he is at like 50? Because when he was a 20-year-old, he knew that fighting that way wasn't the solution.
50, I think.
What happened?
Much older than 50, I think.
Yeah, really. He threw his lightsaber away in Return of the Jedi. He wouldn't fight. He realized that wasn't the way to handle it. And so you're telling me he's gonna go swinging, go out fighting, 30 years later?
Yeah, he even stopped using the Force.
Yeah, he cut himself on the Force. He gets it. He's at a higher plane than he even was in The Last Jedi. And even back then, he wasn't... People just misremember it. They want him to be some badass... Jedi Knight, a real knight.
They want him to be Yoda, because after he did that thing where he avoided the lightsaber, he did that back thing.
Yeah,
they just wanted to see him flip
Neo.
Yeah,
the
after
Matrix.
He did the Neo, that was really incredible.
Yeah, Metagonk, I agree. There's definitely got to be a Luke Force ghost, especially when he put
I don't
that
see
line.
Why.
I guess Meta's saying it's confirmed, but I mean, I feel like in the movie it was also confirmed.
I think it's like meme confirmed.
No, Anakin is actually not supposed to Force ghost.
Why not?
Because
he did,
didn't do the training.
I know
he did, but it's
It is bullshit.
Alright, that's bullshit. Anakin is
He's
not
the chosen one, and he was on Mortis.
Yes, but your heart's attracted to him, so that doesn't count. He didn't do the training that's necessary. Qui-Gon can't Force Ghost because he was halfway through, and he's stuck in limbo. Obi-Wan can do it because he did the training. Yoda can do it because he did the training. Anakin cheated.
He's a cheater.
He's a cheater.
Yeah.
No, he was.
He got to do it just the once to make sure his kid was alive.
Yeah.
He got to do
he
it
was
just
born
once.
with it. He was just born awesome.
No.
It's like how some people are born with talent and some people have to like practice.
Yeah, he's
basically
he's the born.
He's
it's like
Ruth.
Rey, she's born with it.
Yeah.
Yes, Phasma did disappoint everyone 100%.
Yes, Phasma was upset.
Yeah.
That was upsetting.
She had a whole 2 minutes of screen time.
But that's what I was arguing with people like, oh, it's some SJW Disney takeover, blah blah, and I'm like, how? Like, you're just so stupid. I was like, they make Finn like a coward. Phasma gets her ass beat. Like, If it was some SJW plot, it'd be Phasma just whooping everybody's ass down and all this kind of crap. It's not. People just see all kinds of craziness. And again, it always comes down to, it just sucks that the real critiques get lost. Get lost in all the nonsense.
It's okay, she's probably calling you to come back home.
And that's nothing unique to The Last Jedi. What happened to Boba Fett? What happened to Jango Fett? All these people, all of these badass looking people die. Stupid death.
Mom's calling me.
Yeah. If you look cool in Star Wars, that is a death sentence. If you wear stupid bathrobes, you're probably gonna live on as a Force ghost. Why don't they like steak? They do like steak. Oh, because
Who
it's chewy.
Like steak?
They have the Nerf, when I did the Nerf video, they got Nerf steak and Nerf this and Nerf nuggets.
Yeah, they have Nerf everything.
Yeah. Of Snoke being the first Jedi. Yeah, I've seen that. I think it's silly. That would kind of, it's one of those I say like there's intellectually cool theories, right? Like when watching Ancient Aliens is fun. I don't believe it. It's just fun. So yeah, Snoke being the prime Jedi, it would just be really silly and against like the point of the Force if that's what could happen to the prime Jedi. Like, I think he's one with the Force, or he's not even a real character. He's like a mythological type of character, kind of like what happened with the Buddha. There's a lot of awesome richness in Buddhism, but there's a lot of places that real Buddhism is I would say, perverted or made silly with these weird superpowers that he gets in, weird versions of Buddhism that have changed over time. So I think the Prime Jedi is supposed to be something like that. Analogous
that's
to real life.
cheating! I don't know, is that canon? Rio, is that book canon? You need to tell me. He said in the Rise and Fall of Darth Vader book, Obi-Wan's ghost teaches Anakin before he fully becomes one with the Force.
Yeah, it's not canon.
It's cheating. Told you he cheated.
I'm okay with the cheating.
I'm not.
When would he teach him as Vader?
Yeah, I don't see how Vader would be open to Obi-Wan.
Exactly.
Yeah, Vader's like, all right, I'll collect this bad guy thing. And why would Obi-Wan do that?
Right before he got Luke, until right before they went to go.
And then how would he? That makes no sense either. Sorry, where does this come from?
I kind of want to rewatch the whole scene.
Yeah, I know all of it. Really.
Like just the end of it.
But what's his name? But Obi-Wan says, "I'll become stronger than you could ever imagine." He would have said,
No.
He would have said, "I will become stronger than, I'll become as strong as what we've been talking about." Like that'd be so silly.
I don't understand.
How to fly?
Yeah. No, I thought I would be shooting like a bomb, and I just like hyper.
You'll get the hang.
Oh yeah.
I tried to go light speed into it.
Yeah.
Like the
there you go. It doesn't work in game. Where's my hyperdrive?
It does not work in the game.
Yeah.
I know, Pissandro. She really. Phasma was the biggest. I am, Ben. I am proper pissed off over the Force Ghost.
No.
I do, but it's like one of those things that just proves like maybe we're not supposed to be thinking of it on like this kind of level. Maybe when Lucas said, essentially it's a film for 10-year-olds.
Oh yeah.
Like he says this stuff, and us as adult fans get pissy because we want it to be more than what it is. But I don't know. Go read some real science fiction. Like it sucks.
Go read some actual science books.
Yeah, that too. Real science.
I'm so mad if that's canon, and it's just proof that he cheated.
What?
He said that he's pretty sure it's canon, and that they teach him it takes years.
Several
to do that.
minutes after he died.
It takes years to do that training.
That is silly. I'm gonna make a hashtag not canon and make hashtag not my Star Wars and all this stupid movement they're making against the Last Jedi. Yeah.
That's good.
Just go against all this dumb. That would be really weird, and it's stuff like that where it's like that doesn't really need to be explained. I mean, it's just such a weird plot hole that we just kind of gotta ignore it as fans. That's the real answer. And we come up with a million EU examples and Legends examples, but some stuff just doesn't make sense. Or some stuff doesn't need an example. Like what Greedo said about Skippy, the Force-sensitive droid that killed himself so that R2 could be selected. He's like, we don't need that. It could just be the droid malfunctioned, and it was just fate, man. It's just a random thing.
Something that makes more sense.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be this whole crazy explanation.
And yes, Obi-Wan was What do you mean? He says that I always thought Obi-Wan was talking to Vader, not Anakin. I would say that Vader can't. The character, if you were to separate the two souls, Vader would not be able to Force Ghost just because he's that evil and that attached to things.
There's no difference between Vader and Anakin, right?
Canon lives matter. Technically, yeah, they make a stupid thing. Yeah, it's not. I feel like that's so dumb.
Bye, Sarah.
In in the real stuff, yeah, there is a difference between canon. I mean, between Anakin and Vader.
There's not.
But
I'm
like,
there is a difference.
No,
but
they're the same person.
It's a silly metaphysical, what philosophers do to be annoying kind of difference. Like where, I get like, it's word semantics and like, it's still him because even in the book, and this is Legends, but it's not contradicted by anything. And he remembers Padme. There's moments where he goes, actually, it is brought back in canon. He goes back and sees Padme. That's Anakin. Vader didn't exist. Vader didn't have a relationship with Padme. If you want to argue like it's a different person. One of the comics, he goes to Naboo and he sees the tomb or something like that. Forgot how. Yeah, he goes back to Naboo with Afra. He sees the tomb, Padme's tomb and all that, as Vader and Suit Vader, and he's thinking about Padme. So that's Anakin. What? I forgot what happened. I mean, basically, he's just like, oh, I'm sad.
Yeah, he has a sad moment, and they find out that there was actually someone that made it seem like she was still pregnant.
That's why, yeah.
You should make a video about it.
I know, I really should. He senses Luke, right? So it takes place right after episode 4. He sensed who the hell was this guy in that X-Wing that had such a strong Force connection. So he's trying to figure out who that is. And then Boba Fett finds out, all he could figure out, it was some guy called Luke Skywalker. And then, boom, he literally he breaks the glass.
Yeah,
he breaks the glass.
He breaks like the whole front of the ship.
And he's like fucking pissed off, and Boba Fett's like, that was weird. And he's like, alright, I'm gonna go. And
why was he pissed?
Because that means that Palpatine lied, and his son, that must be his son.
Yeah,
and he was born.
About that little thing.
So then he goes about trying to figure out how the F this could have happened, because there was coroner reports and all that showed that Padme died. You know, the babies were in her womb, and all that because they were forged by a friend of Padme.
They're hiding
and all that.
the kids, so it needs to look like she never had them.
So they track down the guy who forged the documents. It's like a whole thing.
It's not just the documents, even her actual image. They put like a hologram over her actual body to make it seem like she was pregnant which was really cool.
Yeah, because they have futuristic funerals and what do you call them, coffins.
Yeah, no autopsy required.
Hi,
So, oh Jesus.
And Kevin B is here. What's up?
How did we get there? Yeah, but my point is like that's why I think it's so silly when people say like, well, no, Anakin and Vader are different. I get like from that character came back, like Anakin came back from the dark side.
Well,
and
it's not like he has memory like.
Yeah, issues or nothing. Yeah,
like it's the same person.
Yeah, it's a very silly like metaphysical. Like, well, I wasn't that guy though.
I actually do agree with. What's up, Mr. DD? He said Yoda was the best part. Bye, Saeed. So Sire said another issue I have is that I can't really relate to Kylo. He's not really someone that I can understand the motives or the.
I'm not a intergalactic space wizard prince.
Just like Kylo.
Just smashing helmets into walls.
I'm like unable to cope with their emotions and kind of big babies.
But see, the problem is I actually agree with him because. At the end of it all, in the original trilogies, the person behind everything was Palpatine. He was a lot more level-headed. He had a very clear idea of what he wanted.
What did he want?
Just a power.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his motive.
Pure
take over.
But at that age, what do you do with all that power?
He wasn't actually that old. He was more disfigured.
Have you seen his wrinkles?
Yeah, but that's because he got totally fried.
But I was gonna say he was old. I mean, but he is. He could live forever. I mean, he was planning on finding a way to live forever.
Sith can like live for almost ever. Like their bodies just feed
with
off
what
meat.
he was looking into.
They just look like a shriveled.
Yeah, you have to look like a prune, but you live forever.
Yeah, you literally look like a walking, talking
I'd rather
raisin.
just not live forever.
Yeah.
But
Darth
I don't know.
Raisin.
I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. I'm worried a little bit, because Kylo is so unpredictable and
like, how's he gonna be the supreme leader?
No, he's incredibly predictable because he's like a child.
I know, but like that's I don't know. Like, so what? Our next bad guy's like a child.
That's exactly what
he's
it
gonna be
is.
slammed his hand on the desk.
Movie? Come on,
yeah.
for children.
Conspiracy.
I'm gonna throw something at your head.
But so something I came across today too when I was listening to some stuff. About when Lucas was describing what he thought Vader would have been like in the past, people always critique Christian Haydenson, right? That's his name. Vader that we saw in the prequels, and everybody defends it by saying he would be like a whiny little rat baby. But I think Kylo Ren is closer to that more realistic, better acted whiny little rat baby.
I think he's a better acted whiny baby.
Yeah, or better written for it.
Yeah, for
better
sure.
written for it. I agree. But I'm just I don't know. I feel like there's another character.
Yeah,
that
take that ridiculous thing off.
Don't
that was
see.
Hilarious.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's kind of like funny how you can tell like Kylo looked at Snoke as a father figure.
Lettuce!
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Lettuce.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lettuce. Thank you for helping my sister. Eat.
I always. Yeah.
Yes, this does feed us.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Lettuce.
But yeah,
you're saying
I like to see us I liked seeing Kylo more as like a child, like when Snoke was like, "You're so like
stupid."
You know?
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of our dad. Like.
Yeah, take your stupid hat off.
Dad,
Party's over.
You are not Snoke. That's not what you meant.
No, just a Keanu Reeves thing.
But you made them stronger.
As a Republic on the Lucifer Hulk map, I always like the.
Yeah, the Venator.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm so far away, I can't read it.
I wrote it though, Lotus.
It takes forever.
Don't worry.
It's part of the game. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
They had set up from Force Awakens that Kylo was obsessed with Vader, and then Snoke tells him to take the stupid thing off, and then no more Vader obsession. I still think he's obsessed with Vader.
Can Vader talk to him? Like, if he's gonna talk to someone, it should be Kylo.
That's what people have been thinking about a lot.
There's actually one. We think that Snoke might have been manipulating with the helmet, but I also wonder if he just has telemetry.
Telemetry?
Right, telemetry?
Yeah,
it's
telemetry.
So it's like a Jedi power
man.
It's where if you touch something, you get glimpses of what happened like while that thing was present.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Like the concept is like when things happen in time.
You have like flashbacks of the island.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Which
like,
so like if you touch the lightsaber, you'll see who had it.
But it can affect regular
scenes,
people.
Like you even feel the emotions of like what's happening during that time.
Yeah.
Like.
But there's a Lando comic. This doesn't have to be a Force thing where they're messing around with Sith artifacts, and one of their dudes goes nuts because this thing has so much Sith craziness in it.
Kylo is better without the helmet.
Yeah, way better.
Did you? Or I think you're saying he's not. Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, somebody's saying that he wasn't. But I think that makes a lot... I like that they're doing that. It makes it... I don't know, something is more badass. He realized that he's got to be evil, and like Snoke does too. Snoke doesn't hide, Snoke doesn't do anything. He's just Snoke.
Yeah, the whole thing about Vader wearing the mask, because first he needed it to
he was deformed.
Second of all, it was that whole like anticipation of like, who is this person to Luke and stuff. I don't know.
And to make him more
I don't think
not
it's
human.
necessary with Kylo. If they had like never revealed he was Leia and Han's son, then I guess it would work.
I find this interesting. So I'm seeing this more often that like there was a setup to the mystery of Snoke, and I think they for sure reacted to how much people were obsessing with it and killed him. But I don't think that there was an actual setup for Rey's parents. For like
there wasn't. People think that. She said, "I'm no one."
Yeah.
And even she said, "You know the answer already."
Even Maz says, like, you know the answer. They're not coming back.
And just as a Star Wars fan, it made sense to me. I didn't get how it could be a Kenobi. That made no sense to me.
Yeah.
The Kenobi theories had no time.
That would have gone against everything that Ben
Those theories were bad,
in.
man. I don't know. I don't care who made them, but they were bad theories. And even people like Greedo and Explain and all them said it too. Like nobody really thought the Kenobi thing. And the Luke thing is just weird if you're not going to bring in Luke's, like, so who was the lady?
I like that comment, Lettuce.
Yeah.
Vader should come as a projection and tell him.
Yeah, you're doing a bad job.
Take that mask off.
Kylo, you're a little bitch. That's funny.
He really would, though. And obviously, like you said, he did it because he had to. Like, because it was part of a thing. But how much more badass is it to not have to hide?
Yeah, it's like a costume that Kylo's wearing. Like,
yeah.
Like, can you imagine Kylo being like, design a mask for me.
Yeah.
You know?
And when you bring up... I wish that hopefully we get some explanation. The Sith Acolytes, we did a video on that.
Yeah.
And they had to make their own mask. They're like Bloods or Crips, and they're like a little gang, and to get jumped in, you have to make your own like mask, and you have to look like Vader, and you spray paint Vader Lives everywhere, which all you people saying, oh my god, Disney doesn't understand Star Wars. We were watching the original... No, it was Empire Strikes Back. Release, like original footage, right? People lined up outside, and they all had little pins that said Vader Lives. I was like, holy shit, what a crazy callback.
Yeah.
The line in the book is based off of like real life shit that Star Wars fans had 40 years ago, 30 years ago. I thought that was crazy. The same thing. The way that they spray paint like Vader's face and write Vader lives. So that's exactly what the pin was. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Right, Ryu, I wouldn't block you because of a fact. Don't worry. He said, please don't block me, but according to the Wikipedia, the book Life and Legend of Obi-Wan Kenobi is canon.
Is that from that new Tales thing?
It is the same ending as Darth Vader one. I'm going to hide in this closet for a bit.
No, you're good.
You're good.
Now I have to look into it,
I'm gonna yell at Disney now, though.
Yeah, really.
I think they're just trying to make it work.
Unless there's like some important fact that maybe you're missing or forgetting that like would make it make sense that we're not thinking of. That's the only thing I can think of.
I honestly think that unless Obi-Wan was like coming to him all the time and talking to him, and that also helped make him so easy to defeat.
Can I just say that the real answer though, like out of universe, is it's just to make up for that mistake.
Yeah.
They didn't plan on the whole Force Ghost lesson, so you could say it's a mistake of the prequels to make up this whole, or really the Clone Wars, to make up this, the Clone Wars TV show, to make up this thing in canon where you need to like, it's a super hard thing to do.
So see,
it could just be somebody who achieves enlightenment becomes a Force Ghost, and that's it. Whenever you do what your mission was, or you overcome your personal, issue, you become a Force Ghost. That's it. It didn't need to be over-explained in the Clone Wars TV show. That Qui-Gon had some secret that only the Wills could give, and all this crazy shit.
Ben wants to troll so hard.
Why?
Go for it, troll.
Go for it.
Jar Jar.
You can do it.
What happened? Jar Jar's confirmed.
And Delta, I guess. In The Force Awakens, I never took it as a mystery.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
That's fine.
I hope you didn't hear the Snoke comment.
Yeah. He is Snoke. Supreme
No, he just got here. He said, hey, you're a guest at MetaNerdz.
Yeah. What were you saying? Oh, God.
I never felt like in The Force Awakens they were putting it as a mystery. I think
the fans did.
They were showing us that this is a personal obstacle for her, that this is something that has plagued her for a long time for probably her whole life.
Which everybody would wonder.
Yeah, I think it's mostly setting up her having to let go of the fact that her parents really are coming back.
And so here's the best counter.
I thought it was more a setup for that than a mystery.
But
so maybe that could have been written.
Oh man, maybe it's something we have to rewatch it for. But then, like, what was she hoping to find in the darkness? Like, what drew
her parents? But that's the point. The point is that
she's
come
still
from
hoping.
normal people. Like there's no her hoping that they're gonna show up. Like the darkness was basically like I'll show you
She came from really shitty
are.
people, not even normal people. She was like
she
terrible
came from,
parents,
shit parents,
like junkies, like literally just trying to get.
Yeah, I don't know. You can have that thing. It fell out of vagina yesterday.
Yep. What's up, kids? It's after
hours.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay, ACT said he had to go to bed.
I need my fermented blue milk.
There's nothing wrong with the word.
Yeah, really. It's an anatomical word.
Vagina isn't censored on cable TV, is it?
That's true. I don't think so. It's informative.
Nope.
Yes. I win.
It's scientific.
Yeah.
Dad's sitting there like, I come on, and they start talking about vaginas.
You threw me off. I don't know how.
Oh, he left.
No, he's still there, probably.
What was I gonna say? Oh, so the best counter argument I've heard is they did set it up because what was that whole scene with her getting dropped off on the transport and her screaming and what's his name, Unkar Plutt taking her, and what was that all about? Like, that makes even more sense now.
Yes, this makes total sense.
Because
they
sold
her to Unkar Plutt.
Yeah, the biggest issue with all the theories said, why the hell would Kenobi...
why would Kenobi leave her with Unkar Plutt?
With Unkar Plutt, the slave owner.
And the saddest part is that this only made it so that you understand Unkar Plutt.
Unkar Plutt.
Unkar Plutt.
Yep,
that's not his name.
Uncle Plutt.
It makes you realize that he probably gave her, like, her learning how to fly and fix things, knowing how to fight with the staff. There's a chance that he probably helped, like begrudgingly taught her these things, and kind of like got her on her feet, and then was like, all right,
because
now
you
have to go feed yourself. Yeah, someone there took her on, him or his mechanic, someone took her under their wing, and I think when we meet her, that person has either thrown her out or died. If it was like his mechanic, there's a chance that maybe he passed away, so Rey's on her own now. I don't know, it's a character like that. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, and he definitely trained her, because we're saying, like, she would be dead. The fact that, she's a Mary Sue, and how does she know how to... She's obviously super well-skilled at surviving and being a scavenger, and hand-to-hand and melee combat, because how would you not? You'd be dead. The fact that she's alive proves... If you found me alive, 20 years old in the woods, like... You know I'm good at surviving in the woods. So somebody trained her, taught her, and she knows how to fist fight and keep all the rapists and murderers off. That would obviously be all over Jakku. And as somebody said, we're an instant gratification culture. It's more than that. It's a hold on. It's not, because this is the problem with a lot of the movie. It's not an instant gratification problem. It's a media should be exactly how I want it to be problem.
Yeah.
And especially with art needs to be how I want it to be.
Someone commented recently, and I think they hit it on they hit the nail on the head.
You got it.
I know, finally. It only took 25 years.
Yeah.
He said, oh, like this was like right before the movie was coming out. He was like, if Rey isn't Obi-Wan's kid, I'm done with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's just like,
I didn't realize that you're the only person watching.
And where do you get off? Like, what a weird...
Like, I didn't realize that Star Wars has to answer to you.
I said that somebody's like, I'm done, franchise is done, I'm out, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe it. They sold all this whole ridiculous comment, and I said, LOL, alright, let me go give Hello Greedo and Star Wars Explained and Star Wars Reading Club a heads up that you're not going to be, Star Wars fans anymore. We're probably just going to all shift our content to something else now.
Let me send a letter to Lucasfilm.
Yeah, now that, let me go give Lucas...
Let me write to Hamill real quick, let him know, because,
Because random guy on the internet's leaving Star Wars because it offended him to his core. And I said, yeah, we're all just going to shift our content. Oh, and by the way, we all somehow missed the fact that it's the worst movie of all time and personally insulting the Star Wars fans. Like, how could all of us miss that if it was true?
Her parents were... Dad's saying that he thinks that those are, like, her adopted parents.
Oh, no.
That her real ones are, like,
I think that's people still holding on to hope.
Yeah, I think that's people... But I kind of like that that's it. That's who they are. Like, there are some people saying, like, well, maybe Kylo lied or maybe he twisted the story.
Yeah. Well, a lot of... the biggest critique is, how would he know that? So I agree with that. I don't... How would he know that? How would he come across that information?
I think because you're seeing memories as a third person. Maybe there's things she didn't understand that were happening, or she's blocked it in her mind. And people can block things. And
she's old enough to remember stuff. I know she looks like a little kid, but those kids remember. Those kids know they grew up in a screwed up house. And I think that's what Maz Kanata, when she's looking in her soul, she's like, "You remember, mommy?" Like fucking freebasing Blue Milk, and Daddy.
You remember what your life was like.
Yeah.
You're just holding on to a dream that isn't real.
Part of you might deep down remember what it was like, and when they sold you to Unkar Plutt, they sold you to Unkar Plutt. They weren't loaning you. This was not a pawn shop. They were not coming back for you. So, I think it's done. I think Snoke is not coming back either. Somebody asked, do you think Snoke's coming back?
Yeah, I don't think it's coming back.
I think that would be like Palpatine coming back.
No, she was playing. He means you. Let you play.
Yeah, she's playing what?
Let your sister play, he said.
I thought...
Me? Who are we talking about? Who play? Me play? Do you want to play?
They're saying I'm a better flyer than you.
Just write a fan.
You must have not been here half an hour ago when I was killed myself.
Yeah, but this is your first time. This is actually your first time playing.
She thought she was Holdo. She didn't realize she didn't unlock that character yet.
She thought that she could go like light speed and split everything in half.
We didn't pay for the Holdo DLC.
Yeah, I mean that's why I got her on that BuzzFeed quiz.
Watch, that is true. See?
Is that really a thing?
It all makes sense.
Yeah, you guys should take it. You should make a video.
We should just make a video version of it just to make millions and be like, apologize to all of our fans, but we're gonna just do this to rack up some money, and there you go. Like, which Star Wars fan which person are you?
Somebody, see, he's saying let you play.
I've been playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam's been playing. Okay. They want you to keep playing.
Yeah, but then Letta says you should play. He wants to see your skills.
Play. I'm curious to scout her skills. No, I'm gonna let her play because she doesn't own the game. So
yeah, I don't.
And she got warrants and shit, so police are probably, she's going back to the pen soon.
Oh, by the way, someone asked who we would canonize, and Sith said Revan, and I would also canonize Revan.
Yeah, for sure.
That is probably...
That's funny you said that, because I was listening to... I had the audiobook on while I was editing. And I was like, God damn, this is a good book. I was like, Revan is such a cool character. But, so it pisses me off when people are like, why can't they tell a story like Revan on screen and all that? I'm like, because he has over 100 hours of gameplay and a book. You can't... people got to understand the medium through which they're experiencing their stories. If it's a book, it's not going to be as action-packed. You better make it through there. All right. This is not me. This is like my... this is my little asterisk. This gameplay does not directly represent... Oh, God. They even gave you a chance to let you bounce off a little bit. She looks like a wanted woman. Yeah. 3 people? 4 people? How many? It was all manslaughter. She never actually murdered anybody. So, there's that.
Manslaughter.
Yeah.
That's what they said?
In a way.
In a way, yeah, from a certain point of view.
You can
From a certain point of view.
I'm used to slaying, man.
From my point of view, he deserved to be killed. She just kept screaming at the judge.
They kept yelling, it's a trap.
Yeah. I wore my Akbar full head prosthetic piece.
Yep.
Nice suit.
By the way, that is a real goal to own one of those, and then just occasionally on stream have like Freddy dress up as General.
Just wedding crash, just crash and ruin people's weddings because our wedding's gonna be Star Wars based. But then for other people who have no idea what Star Wars is, just crash their weddings and just and like have to get thrown out of weddings. Don't do it with his big weird fingers.
Yeah, I'm the sister that used to live in KC. I officially moved back to the MIA.
You see, they know who
that's
you
true,
are.
yeah.
Yes, Sam graduated and she's back. Sarah's still in Japan.
Yeah,
I'm gonna visit her in Japan.
Sarah's still MIA.
Yep.
If they don't make Revan canon, I'm done with Star Wars. It's an insult. I'm gonna get physically ill and throw up on Disney World. The whole world. Just up from a helicopter.
Oh yeah, Kevin B's actually from Kansas City, by the way.
Kansas
What
City.
is the con? What is NakaCon? The one that you
I'll
guys
be
always
there.
go to?
I'll be there. I'm gonna go this year.
We're gonna
Okay.
apply for NakaCon.
You wanna go?
I'm gonna see if we could go as guests.
NakaCon.
NakaCon, nak.
What's Sam's victim count? It's in the 20s.
Yeah, confirmed like state.
In the
Confirmed.
20s.
Oh boy.
Ben's from England. He really
I
doesn't
went
know.
to Kansas City Art Institute.
By the way, Ben said I have to stop putting people in cannons, by the way.
Yeah. Don't canonize them.
I mean, sometimes they deserve it.
I hate how this just speeds up out of nowhere.
It's the L1.
Bye, Drake! He said I gotta bounce
See
and
you,
do the
Drake
live
face.
stream.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thank you
Thank
for
you.
all of those measurement conversions. That was
Yes,
insane.
we're going to make a t-shirt.
Yeah,
thanks
that
to
really
you.
is a t-shirt.
And we're going to send you one.
Yes, for sure. We'll
What
figure
kind
out how to do
Or a
that.
gift card in which you can buy it.
What kind of measurements?
I make
Freddie
silly
makes
things
silly
like the
measurements,
ship is
like-
like 3 Ewoks tall.
Oh yeah.
So this guy
He's
made
he's literally, he has a list, a growing list.
like 30
Of
lines.
the actual measurements.
Yeah, that Freddie's come up with.
Like if that ship was 3 Hans and I said that a Han is equal to like 2 Jawas, then really it's like 6 Jawas.
How
or something,
many
like 9
Chewies?
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta check the chart.
There's a chart.
Yeah.
Did you go? No, she didn't go to UMKC. She went to,
The Kansas City Art Institute. Yeah.
And she's not a
That's not the
reptilian.
same?
She's
Or
a
it
gray alien.
yes, so she's not reptilian. She's gray.
Yeah.
Me?
She's
Yes.
a gray Jedi.
We're reptiles.
What
Oh,
is-
we're not reptiles.
This came from
Not
my
reptiles.
anger at my channel and my decision to do Star Wars.
I'm like on the dark side. I'm one of the.
Yeah. She's a dark tinted. I don't want to mislabel them. You know, the gray
Oh my
aliens.
God.
They get very offended. The
Oh my god.
They come
No,
from-
why does this happen?
What did you do?
Oh, she went out of the map, I think.
How do you fly out of the map?
Yeah.
My projected casualty count to myself is like probably
Oh, that's true. How many times have you blown yourself up?
nearly 50.
She's actually a resistance operative trying to destroy all of these ships and slowly just drain the funds from the Empire.
Yep. I'm
That's
actually I'm a double agent.
Yeah.
That's her secret plan.
She ejects. I mean, they all have ejector
Ah,
things.
I just died.
Hashtag petition. If they don't categorize, they come to, yeah.
Oh no! Ben caught you mid-insult.
What?
I did it. Oh, yeah, I'm saying, it was actually an insult on us that somebody from England might legitimately assume that we just, like, let people off with, like, 20 manslaughter counts. Like, yeah, like, our prisons are fucking full. Like, let him out. He was only manslaughter 20 times. At least he's not a first degree, I don't know, drug dealer.
It's one of those
We take drug dealing more
cases where
serious.
you do manslaughter in one country and then when you go
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get trialed in your own country and you're just like you get classified as psychotic and they just send you
Yeah.
to the psycho ward.
Why
instead
do you
of-
have so many details?
She just has she looks it up, just in case.
No, I'm just like, you know how much forensic files I watch?
Oh, yeah, that's true. We do
That's
watch,
true, that's
we do
true.
all
We
love
do.
forensic files.
We are
And it's-
forensic files people.
We really are. I'm
And then
obsessed.
Elise starts, like,
We go on
complaining about
vacation.
picking
I'm
this
kind
or
of-
that up, and
yeah,
I'm like,
kind of obsessed.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually, it's incredibly
We
morbid.
spent one whole cruise just watching forensic files. It's
Yeah.
not. We're probably not healthy.
No.
Oh,
Why?
shit. That's the clipping.
That
I
was
think you would have made it. I
cool.
think you should have made it. Sorry.
So you're a fish? They're asking.
Am I a
Yeah.
fish? No.
Making love to a gay fish. She's one of them Kanye. She
She
was
on day release.
yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the reptilian joke comes from the fact that I'm upset that we just don't do like a celebrity video.
Justin Bieber weird
oh, they're asking where you're going.
Where am I going?
She's going
Naboo?
to federal prison. Class 3.
What do you mean, where am I going?
Probably go home after the stream.
Gotta drive home.
Yeah,
He has to drive home.
It's very exciting on roads and
we both live really close to our parents, so my mom and dad are like 45 minutes away.
Oh.
No,
Freddie's mom's like
it's
around the
just
corner.
a mule ride up over yonder.
it's like half an hour.
Yep, by a mule.
Whoa.
We live in
Did you see that?
Montana.
No, we live in
No offense to my Montana fans out there. Not Roy Moore, not the Hannah
Oh my
Montana
god, a
fans.
Rebels DLC would be so cool!
Yeah,
By
I know.
the way, guys, Rebels comes out!
Yeah, it comes out
When?
for
I think January. Which, by the way, you just have to catch up on Rebels. So we own them all if you ever wanna.
Ah, yeah.
Are you telling me to watch them?
Yes, I'm telling you to watch them.
Everybody shits on. So this is just the second wave. When we started this
Alright, but you
channel.
gotta watch Birdie.
What's that?
Birdie the Mighty. You gotta
Oh,
watch
I got you
Did
that.
you-
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the anime thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
When we started this channel, we were around 5K when it became very fun and trendy to just shit on Rebels. Like, if you don't like Rebels, then you just don't watch Rebels.
Yeah.
That's how simple it is for me, an adult. Like, it just seems so weird. So we just had to bear that onslaught of hate. And so I think that's what the Last Jedi stuff is going through now. Going after the stream?
Ooh.
What happened?
I wish.
Ooh, Kevin B. Kevin B making some moves.
Oh, I see.
It's too bad I already love Casey, huh?
Yeah.
I told you to come onto the streams more often.
She's in love with the Force already.
Yeah.
She's a devout monk. She's,
Yep. I'm actually gonna cut all my hair off tomorrow.
That
Yep.
means
Shave
you
it
don't
all
get to
off.
have sex.
But what is that?
Get wrecked, Alyss. Get wrecked.
Damn. Confirmed.
Oh, damn.
Confirmed. Alyss
Fired.
sucks at this game.
Yeah, I do. It's so sad I do.
I mean, she's on the top screen. I know we gotta actually hold on. We can see. Yes, you are actually worse right now. You're ranked. She's ranking higher now than we are. So that's not nice. Yes. So yeah, Delta Wolf. I definitely enjoy watching Clone Wars more than Rebels, but it's like watching a deep film. I don't want to put a deep film on in the background. I don't like. Oh, that's exciting. Clone Wars is more exciting, but it's not as deep as Rebels.
No, not at all.
Can you use this as a reference on your job application? Unfortunately, no, because we know you as Lettuce.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure they would call and be like, "Hi, I'm calling
Be like,
because
"Dude,
Tony
Lettuce."
says that you know them," and I'd be like, "You mean lettuce?"
Oh no, Tony, bye.
Lettuce?
I'm
Is
not-
that some sort of drug related
Yeah, really.
thing? What do
Yeah.
you mean lettuce?
Oh.
What do you mean lettuce?
Dang it, Bobby. Stop smoking all the dang lettuce. I think it's something else.
By the way, is anyone ready for Christmas? I know this has nothing to do with Star Wars, but
It
It
does.
is
It does
almost-
for me.
it's literally almost the 21st.
You guys
We do
want to
not
take
have a
guesses of
Christmas
what I'm
tree.
getting? At least
It's
from
almost the
Freddy for
21st.
Christmas?
Is that when? That's the equinox. That's the.
Oh, it's tomorrow the 21st?
Yes.
Yeah, that's real Christmas. That's worship nature. That's pagan Christmas Day.
Is it really?
Yeah, so the 21st, I believe, is when that's the longest day of the year, right? Or the longest longest night of the year, or
Hey.
something like that. Salad materials. Of Padme in the Clone Wars. Yeah, but they definitely showed Padme way more badass in the Clone Wars than on TV. Than on the movies. Look at that. He just
What
crashed
was
into
the one
ship.
that was aired in Cartoon Network after Episode 2 came out? Was
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
the Clone
yeah,
Wars?
that's the Clone Wars one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then-
she was badass.
Sam.
Job
Levers.
applications for salad materials.
Sam Levers? What? I'm trying to read it. I hope we get an AT-AT. That'd be cool.
Ooh,
Life Day. Oh yeah, Life
Who
Day.
against-
The in-universe Star Wars holiday. Yeah.
Who against who?
What is Life Day?
Happy Life Day!
Whoa!
Life-
I know, who was it? I think Metagong said that.
Yeah, we gotta look into it. We're gonna do a video on holidays in Star Wars
Yes, for the holidays.
that
we
we will
think that would be
release on
fun.
the 25th. I was talking about the real world, like,
Oh.
holy fucking schnitzel.
What did you just do to our cat? Are you at least gonna make sure there's no brain damage?
Hold on, how do I do this? I need twin sons. I got twin monitors. I'm not disappearing yet. What's going on?
What happened?
Why aren't I disappearing?
All I heard was like the screen door shaking.
I tapped the cat tower, with the lightsaber, and he was asleep with his head dangling over, and all I saw was just his head already like hangs over the thing, and when I tapped it, he just let his whole body fall.
Take care of my cat. My damn child sitting over there, like I just woke up hitting my head on the screen door.
Want to buy some death sticks?
I'll be right back.
All right, this is gonna be the last game of the night, people. And we will be on the doors. Rip cat. True. Is the meow meow cat all right? He looks a little dazed. He looks a little Snoked right now. He's just like, oh, his legs. That's not normal. It's fine. We're looking great.
Hashtag Freddy fucked up.
Hashtag.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, let's make it a movement. Bring him on
Move
stream.
out of the way so everyone can see he's okay.
Ow, shit.
You broke it.
The
First
cat.
the
He's
cat,
okay.
now
The cat is
promise.
one with the force.
Aww.
It's okay. Let it in. Embrace it. You can only become a cat ghost by
He's okay.
accepting the light side.
Oh, he wants nothing. Look at that. He's so
Oh
mad.
yeah, he hates me. He always hates the camera. I always thought cats landed on their feet. No, there's a
Turns out they
typo.
land on their
They land on their face. Yeah. Is Meow Meow alright? He's gone.
I would like to do a callback to our original hashtag blame Freddy.
Oh, this is a perfect place to end. Yeah, that was the longest lasting
is this
hashtag.
Is this the new map? I didn't get to play
No,
it yet.
this is on the water place.
Oh, that's okay.
This is on Camino.
You play, because you haven't actually ever played, so.
We're on Camino, folks.
It's Camino.
This is probably my favorite flying map.
Whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah, and the mission is just super crazy and mission-based, objective-based. Look at
Cat's
the lightning.
confirmed, Snoke.
Yikes.
Cat down, cat down.
What are you guys
And
joking
Pissandro
about
told the
your
cat to. Pissandro told Loki to feel his anger.
Yeah, use it. You can make
Yeah, in the middle of the night, you're just gonna feel like a jab.
Yeah.
He looked over here
He's
like,
gonna
you're
kill
an
me.
asshole.
My lightsaber is on the bedstand, so it's just gonna activate and
You're
just
gonna
cut
wake
me in
up.
half.
You're gonna wake up with a few scratches.
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah. I'm gonna look like Kylo, just one down the face.
Ben
Yeah.
with the original hashtag blame Freddy.
God, I love. Let's fly this in first person. and see
Cats
how we
only
do.
land on their feet in Hollywood. No,
Huh.
so scientifically, yes, they do. They do try their best to land on their feet. It actually, the way it works is that their tail like spins their bodies, and they're really flexible. So like they just like contort their bodies. They like spin. It's actually crazy. Scientifically,
Yeah, they had a
how
slow-mo
it happens.
camera. This is on
Yeah.
Animal Planet because that's all she follows. So I have to learn this stuff.
You have
As
to learn
well.
all the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least learns all the cat stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
I use it. It's kind of cool.
This way we
because
can take
now
over the
my,
internet.
Like, my love of bio has helped me to write a lot of the species, like the species
come
video
on.
scripts. I write a lot of those.
Yeah, you saw that? That was due to my knowledge
yeah.
of a Venator.
So cats like it is kind of really
Fuck
it
you,
is cool.
thing.
They like spin in midair. They're like we're incapable of doing it. I think it's their tail that helps them like whoop. But they need enough space. Like obviously falling from like here to the floor, they can still hit themselves in the back. Like they need a chance for their body to do that. So Freddy assaulted me with the lightsaber and I fell, so I was afraid to come forward, but I'm being brave now that everyone else is also coming forward.
It's an epidemic.
I actually
And
got
Ben said
hit with
biology
Freddy
of meta.
with a lightsaber today.
Oh!
He struck me today.
These are all lies.
You're a
They're
registered cat offender.
They're just trying to bring down my character. I took off the hood. I want to see what that looks like. So this
Did you
looks
hear me?
like epic movie. Yeah, I know.
Lettuce said you're,
can't go
you're a
within-
registered cat offender.
Can't go within 200 feet of what do cats like? I'm proud to not know this.
Help me, take this collar and pet me with your real hands. That's amazing.
I'm trying to fix the control so
Exactly,
that it doesn't reset
thank you,
like that.
Pissandro, but Loki was sleeping, so he didn't have a chance to actually twist and land on his feet, poor thing.
I can't find anybody. Is that a bad
He's
guy?
okay though, thankfully cats are pretty sturdy. I've seen more cats faceplant than land on their feet.
This is
Hashtag me
fucking
too.
epic, man. In first person? I mean, first person, no HUD is crazy.
By the way, would you guys want to see Freddy and Samantha fight with lightsabers?
We're gonna start practicing.
We will grow stronger. And then we'll rule the galaxy and hurt our,
Astromech said, I didn't pass out this time.
we'll hurt our fingers. And most likely ankles.
Congratulations.
You've
I'm-
almost made it to the end.
I can't tell
Yes.
what's what here. That
Also,
looks like
they're planning to throw you a year in the gulag.
Yeah, You're not the first to propose that.
Oh.
Ah, look at this guy.
Yes, sire, and it is awesome. The Camino planet is pretty amazing.
Woohoo! We took him out in first person, no HUD. That's pretty hard.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks
What's
cool
no
as
HUD
shit.
mean?
No HUD means like no crosshairs, no lock-ons, no nothing.
You're
Which is
a
kind of
great
funny
person.
because if you're in a fighter jet, you would actually have that.
Isn't the water amazing?
They have.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Say what you want, this game's graphics
Beautiful.
are beautiful. And
Looks
for
like the
Star
movie.
Wars fans, it honestly is a
It
worth
really looks
It's
like
worth it, yeah. That's why I would say there's two types of reviews. Look at that shit. Man, this is cool.
I get it, it has its issues, but it is nice to just play a game where you actually, like, it feels like you're in the universe.
Yeah.
It
and it's
feels
just
like-
dumb fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's like one of those mindless games you can play while streaming.
Yeah, I know. It's essential to our being able to stream. Everybody wants to play some deeper game. I'm like, so I'm not going to be able to talk. We need to listen when Revan's speaking. But this is all just run around and pew-pew.
Kevin said, Alyss obviously
at
would
that.
like to see that.
What?
I'm not sure now.
These nuts. Sorry.
Oh, damn.
That was perfect
not...
and too easy.
And Ben said, by the way, I might, like, in the future, I think one of the
what the
things
fuck?
I want is to
No.
eventually have sound effects on the stream.
Please, can I?
Yeah.
It's like one of those buttons you press. Like
Yeah,
on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
like,
podcast.
Oh,
I already have one.
and Ben said, low blow, you should have at least let the cat wake up.
do it.
He's like half asleep
Whoa,
now.
look at this
So
HUD.
he's like hit his head, and I'm like, I don't know, I should keep him awake. Like, do cats get concussions?
The HUD for this vehicle is an Atari.
No, it's gonna break their
Confirmed.
ears. There's like a program I can set up
Oh,
so
for
that
real?
like they hear it at like the normal volume.
Fucking. Sorry, guys.
And eventually we'll have to all get like Bluetooth headphones and listen to the
The
stream.
first movie we saw in theaters for me was Episode 1. And I watched Episode 1, 2, 3 in theaters. I never saw like the remasters or anything in theaters.
I think it was episode 2. I don't remember watching episode 1. I remember getting the VHS.
Yeah.
I remember getting the VHS for 1 and watching episode 2 in theaters and
Yeah.
freaking out because we were like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But I vaguely remember.
And then episode 3 we dressed up.
No,
Remember?
did that take only me because you guys weren't old enough?
For episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It might have been that Dad only took me because I remember watching like
Fuck you.
the battle like.
Yeah, and
like
I
the
remember having to
Obi-Wan
wait for the
Sith.
VHS at home.
Yeah.
You know? And I remember the day I got it. It was on my birthday, and it was the best.
Yeah, because we've
Ever.
always been like
Big Star. I used to come home every day and watch Star Wars every single day.
yeah.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To the
That's
point
cool.
where we actually like killed like the VHSs like they ended up having to get new ones. Remember it was like
Yeah,
the
we
old
got-
Fausto's VHSs
Yeah.
and Dad was like, now I have to buy it because you guys just watched them so
Yeah.
much like
Yeah.
the stupid like they
Oh, here
got
we go.
wrecked like because the actual
Imagine
the
a
VHSs
4-year-old
had like a
watching-
tape and like you know like you had to rewind it and like remember
We messed it up as kids. That's what it was.
yeah.
Fuck.
But in our defense, why did they leave us with technology?
But yeah, I mean, I remember the very first time I ever watched Star Wars, and I feel
Dude.
like it changed my life.
Yeah,
Quote
for
it-
sure.
Quote of the day for the stream: do cats get concussions? Question mark.
And what she said though, I mean, it changed her life. That's something
Yeah.
everybody's been saying for like 40 years, and I think I was
I'm
talking
just gonna
about
stare at
this.
the water.
Yeah. I was
Just
saying
stare
it
at the
sucks
water,
that this
Sam.
is human nature. I
Look
was
at the
complaining
water.
about, like, when I was a kid, I always remembered this. I did okay in school and all that, and my cousins did terrible in school, and they, I remember they got like awards for having most improved and all that kind of stuff. And I was always like, why? It's just human nature to reward stuff when you don't expect it, but to complain about stuff when you do expect it. And with Star Wars, it's become a lot of people's like semi-religion. Like
Yeah.
it's like the most
I would say
one
for
of their
us,
favorite
it's a
things in their life.
semi-religion.
Yeah, definitely.
Our
is.
we don't even really our Christmas tree isn't really a Christmas tree.
It has most of the better parts of religions, without all
We're
the
gonna
bad
get
parts.
a Christmas tree. We don't have one yet. Don't yell at us. We don't have one yet. We know. Last year we waited this long and we got a tree that was already dead. Which, by the way,
Oh, I remember that.
if it can prick us at the store, we're
Yeah.
not bringing it home. We picked it up and we're
Hey,
like, sorry.
Jeez.
We picked it up and it was like really prickly and it hurt to like touch and I was like, are you sure it's alive? And Freddie was like, it just needs water. And then from there it only got worse and died.
I'll try spitting. My point is, Lucas gets so much shit, and all these directors get shit because they made it, because they did something good. Because they have one of the best films of all time, they get this disproportionate hate. Is that a Thai silencer?
Yes! Oh my god, Pokemon on VHS. It was like either Star Wars or Pokemon. It was those were the two things playing at our house. Or a Disney movie. I gotta admit, Lion King.
Pocahontas, that's it.
Yes, and Lion King. I'm pretty sure we destroyed the Lion King VHS too. At least I did. And then Pocahontas and Mulan were the chicks at our house.
Yeah.
We
were into the fighting.
Yeah.
We were definitely into
and Ariel.
the
We liked some Little Mermaid. But we ended up like she was the first one we liked, and then the others kind of won us over, and Ariel was kind of like, yeah, I like her, but we weren't like super into her. So that's a little backstory on that. Any questions you guys want to ask Sam? She'll probably be on every now and then.
Yeah, whenever I don't have anything to do, like at night.
Where the hell? This is such an awesome
Sid said,
thing
I
to
never
see.
grew up on Star Wars. I used to hate Star Wars when I was little. Ironic that I absolutely love it now.
Was there a
That's so
reason
cool.
you disliked it when you were younger?
Was it just cheesy? We had a friend that like just thought it was kind of cheesy.
Are you talking about
John? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
now he's obsessed.
And it's hard when you only know and you want to start somebody on episode 4, which is the oldest and hardest to get into. I almost feel like maybe.
What? No way.
You
Yeah, I mean,
can't get a fake tree.
Compared to like what's more exciting, and everybody would watch the Force Awakens, not knowing anything about Star Wars. And be like, that was cool. I'll try some other stuff. But episode 4 is a little bit slower. It is a little slower
Delta
pace.
said you're obviously 90s babies.
Yeah. Definitely.
She likes Disney Trader. Burn her.
I know, right? Yeah. Those are the curse words now.
Y'all like Disney too,
ROTS was the first Star Wars movie.
Star Wars.
Yeah, that's true.
And even Lucas.
Hi, John the Gamer. You're literally getting here as we're winding down.
I know, right? Yeah.
So.
So yeah, that's it. Thanks for everybody that came by. Thanks for Lettuce. For the donation. The Force is strong with you.
Yes, special guest Alyss's sister.
Shit, sorry about that.
Thank you for
I gotta
coming
pay for
on,
everybody's
Sam.
ear surgeries. Yeah, so that was cool. We can do this again, and
Yes.
I think that's it.
I know we all fit on the couch, so.
Yeah, that
That's
was cool. And I don't know.
Yes,
Maybe you suck. I don't know.
I do.
Yeah, we might have learned a lot about ourselves today. It was a
Wait,
real epic
let me
journey.
get the remote. I gotta change the source on the
can-
television.
Oh yeah.
Cats don't
Yeah.
get
Well,
concussions.
we got a lot to look into. Okay.
Yeah, now I have to find out my cat will have a concussion. I'm over
Somewhere
there.
over there. Oh, it's right there.
I'm trying to like not have him fall asleep. But yes. So you can't be out of the screen when we do this. Okay. Wait. Because we lost a monitor, so I know what we're getting for Christmas.
We're a monitor down, people.
Hashtag blame Freddy. Yes.
Where are they?
Very true.
They're in this thing?
We have a traffic cone in my flat for our tree. I'm so happy that you still have that traffic cone.
Yeah.
This is an ongoing joke, and I love it.
Would it be terrible if I left with this?
Huh? Yes. Alright, you guys. So, thank you to everyone that came and hung out with us. Thank you to everyone that stayed up late. Ben, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning over there. And
You're so bright.
we adore you.
Yeah.
You don't know how much we love talking to you.
So thanks, Lettuce.
Thank you, Lettuce, for the donation. As always, you are feeding us this week. So,
It was
thank
really
you to our
fun.
Patreons.
It was really fun. I'll join you guys
Yes.
again.
Thank
Yes.
everybody for being awesome and making cool conversations in the chat.
Yep, thank you
You
for
always
keeping
make great
everything
points.
awesome.
We're gonna look into that Obi-Wan shenanigans.
Yes, we're looking into the shenanigans. It did make me proper angry.
But more important than all that, remember, the Force will be with you. And I'm gonna shave.
Hey.
I'm gonna have to shave tomorrow. And the Force will be with you. Always.
Always.